Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Please. Fuck. Come on, man. Fuck it. I went to the candy store 40 minutes away. Your ass pregnant as hell, twin. Hell no, bro. I missed your call, twin. Yeah, this whole phone call being, what's up, YouTube? What's up, Gus? What's up, my Gus? Home bro now. What y'all see, twin? Can you see what I see? Hold on, bro. Bro, congratulations, bro. My bad, bro. Me, bro. I just dropped my children off. Hell yeah. So I finally got some time to think. For real? Yes, that's a fact. Hey, I'm on live right now on YouTube. Hell yeah. What it look? Hey, go to my YouTube real quick. What it look like, bro? No, on YouTube. I'm on live on YouTube. They can hear. I mean, they can't hear. Ain't nobody there right now. I just started it. I'm talking to you on the phone, but I'm on YouTube from the computer. I'm trying to see what it look like. Do it look weird? All right, bad. Because I set up a new interface. So I'm trying to make sure I ain't what you would call it. So you can see this stuff on my computer I'm clicking on and all that. Oh yeah. That's right. That's right. Yep. Hell yeah. But congratulations, bro. What the baby name is? Dang, gave him that Tupac name. You know that's Tupac middle name. Tupac Amaru Shakur. That's what's up, twin. On bro now. That's what's up, bro. Yeah, bro. I'm a big Tupac kid, so as soon as I heard that, I'm like, all I heard was on bro now. Until the end of time. Hey that good. Oh bro now. That's what's up though, bro. Congratulations, bro. Man. Oh, happy baby that good. Oh bro now. But hey, I'm about to get up here, get on live, bro. I got some bills to pay and shit. So I gotta jump up here. All right. All right, bro. I'll hit you up later, big bro. Big love, all that good shit. All right, love, brother. Smoke. Until the end of time. Until the end of time. Yeah. Until the end of. I don't even know who I am no more. Beach, I don't even know who I am anymore. I don't even know who I am anymore. Bro, them, I don't even know who I am anymore. Where that light at? All of the lights, flashlights, street lights, porch lights, hood lights, flashlights. White lights, green lights, all of the light, all of the light. TikTok lights, phone lights, camera lights, headlights, headlights. Turn on the lights in here, baby. Extra bright, I want y'all to see this. All right, y'all. What's good with y'all? 360 The Alchemist School of Enlightenment and Darkness, where you are the teacher and student club of Bronium, where the books are free because they ain't on me, on babies, on Bronium, on the brothers. They say gang, they say twin, they say twin, they say gang, they say twin. On Bronium. Y'all deal with me. Y'all been dealing with me for quite some time. And y'all know how we get down. Um, I'm just saying shit because I don't know what to say. We got to open up some 360 packs. I don't know what the fuck we about to talk about. Bro, now we've been talking about this genetic transfer for the last. I get bored with lessons in the first. Bro, no, I can only do a lesson so many times, y'all, before I start getting bored, bro. This lesson's starting to get there, twin. Bro, no, this lesson's starting to get there, twin. Like I'm tired of talking. I'm damn near almost tired of talking. Bro, now. This is why we talk about multiple things in knowledge. Because who the fuck gonna come up here and say the same shit every day? That's too much to me. And just for that, I'm about to. Just for that, let's talk. Just for that today. We starting with circumcision first. Bro, no. Just for that, we starting with circumcision first. All right. Bro, what page is this? This is page 90 from Gerald Massey's Ancient Light of the World. Yes, this is called books. Deal with it. Matter of fact, let me take this off and trick y'all. Let me take the book off and trick y'all. Because if I show the book and they see the book, niggas gonna run. So let me not show the book. Bro, no. Let me not show the book and just read from that month. No, because when you show these niggas the knowledge, they get scared. Niggas get scared, twin. I seen it go run from this shit. Bro, no. Just get scared, twin. But anyways, what book is that? Gerald Massey, Ancient Light of the World. We talking about the deeper aspects of your of the origination of every damn thing. I mean, I could really speak on a lot of your derivations and originations. And what am I talking about right now? I know I sound jazzy and shit, but let me say this on a deeper level. Most of the language that we use, it is based on what? It is a sign. It is a symbol. Your language is just a sign and a symbol of an energy. Let me say this again. Your language is just a sign of a symbol of an energy. Most of us do not know the original basis of the language that we use and what it originates as energy as. Hence why your ass will walk around and say shit like draconian. The draconians are trying to take over the world. Not knowing that the root word of origination of draconian is a large serpent. And the largest serpent mound that has ever been built was built where? In motherfucking Ohio. So the draconian energy is where? It's here. Because the etymology of Draco means what? A huge serpent. When you get into reptilians and the Draco, we don't know where that science came from. Bro, now. And if you just study in scholarship, you don't know where that shit came from. That's that we don't know. Bro, now. Let's just keep it there. Let's just keep it 360. All right, home babies on Bronium. Hold on, y'all. We gotta wait till some Broniums get in here. When some Broniums get in here, we'll start really talking about this knowledge. What's in a Bronium? Shit, none of the because that's in here. We need some motherfuckers in here that's double tapping the screen, liking this shit's way. We gotta wait for some family to get in here. On Bronium, I ain't about to sit here and perform for some because y'all just can't even double tap the screen. On Bronium, double tap the screen, twin. Financial technology. I sent your name read to you. I sent that shit within. I found that motherfucker within 5 minutes. I found that motherfucker within 5 minutes. Bro, now. So keep that. Go to your email. Check that out, bro. I found that shit in 5 minutes. It was like a 15, 16-minute name read. So good thing we had that. Bro, now. That's real talk, twin. Now, anyways, now that we got some Broniums in here. No, we had to wait for an Abronium to get in here. Bro, now. Now that we got some OBs up in here. Now, on some real shit, though. It's all about sign language. It's all about the language of the sign. So we have to start cracking the code of the language of the sign. Yup, bet. So with that being said, why is this so important? Let's talk about circumcision for a second. I said let's talk about circumcision for a second. Let's look up online, and then if you on YouTube, you can actually see. Let's look up the benefits of circumcision. Nothing. It says it's going to require some extra hygiene. Why do we get circumcised? Circumcision is usually performed on the first or second day after birth among the Jewish population. Circumcision is done on the 8th day. The procedure, now, why, as soon as you say something about circumcision, they bring up the Jewish religion? Because the very second thing is it says as form of preventative health care. But that's due to some research. The second thing is as a religious obligation. Now, why is as a religious obligation? Is there an aspect of circumcision around you? I'm going to tell you why. Because you live in a fucking father code. From the cutting of the male member now attributed to Atum Ra, the cutting of the male member now attributed to Aten Ra. Right off the bat, who is Aten Ra? Aten Ra, Amen Ra, the father code, the solar code. Aten Ra in the Egyptian mythos, and by which he demonstrates the parentage of the child who inside in the course of changing the descent from the matriarchate to the patriarchate. The primitive essence of human life was blood derived from the female source with nature herself for the witness, and the later biology was derived from the double primitive essence of Ptah that was continuing Adam and his two children who inside. Thus the basis of being was shifted from the mother blood to that of the blood and spirit assigned to the fatherhood. And ain't that funny that in today's cults of what? Tomorrow gonna be Sunday. Y'all gonna take y'all ass in the church on Sunday. You're gonna praise to a Father God. You're gonna save the Son, the Father, the Holy Spirit. You're gonna save the blood of Jesus. Where do you think you're getting all this shit from? These niggas ain't that cold. It was already all created. It's just a transitioning of the science to a new hair of the throne. So the whole aspect of this Christianity is, they say, twin, the circumcisions and all of that shit that you get on your is a representation of you being claimed by this father code. Good. On bro now, get your shit together. That's why they cut your says right here from the cutting of the male member, now attributed it to Aten Ra. Everybody double tap the screen if you're rocking with this shit. We inferred that the rites of circumcision and of subincision was a mode of showing the derivation from the human father and supersession of the motherhood, and that in the Arunta double cutting, the figure of the female was added to the member of the male. Nor in the suggestion without corroboration. In their ethnological studies, Dr. Broth explains that in the Pita Pita and Cognate Balia dialects, the term Miko Modero denotes the man with the vulva, which shows that the oval slit was cut upon the penis as a figure of the female in a mode of assuming the fatherhood. In the Hebrew book of Genesis, the carving of the female figure on the person of the male in the second creation has been given the legendary form of cutting the woman from the body of the male. They're cutting out the woman from the body of the male. They're cutting out the woman from the, when they carve that shit on you, that is a ritual to separate you from the mother. Why you think y'all niggas is taking red pills and don't like women? Why you think a man lead a pussy? He get out the pussy and start disrespect. As soon as he get out, he kick it. I've been seeing these niggas lead a pussy, get out and kick it. Oh, bro, them. You, what the fuck you kicking pussies for? Oh, bro, them. Nigga circumcised. He belongs to the father. That's why he says, oh, she's a, she's a or, oh, she's this. It's always she. She's always judgmental. It's always who you always judging the pussy. Why do you think that? Good? Because you belong to the father now. And you got to turn your back on the mother. And on top of that, this represents a regime shift. This represents a transitional shift of energy to where the whole world, on a nature sense, the blood of the mother is what manifested you in this realm. You know that to be true because when your mama didn't have a period, the blood of the mother coagulated and started your motherfucking heart. You can go to 360 back number 1, my yacht 23, where we talk about the cock, where we talk about your blood being cognated. When we cognate the blood, when it freezes up coagulation and starts to create the actual physical you. So from water to earth, Your mama manifested you in this realm. So the blood of the mother is a representation of what? The menstrual cycle blood. They switched it to the blood of the father. Then circumcise your ass. And now it's about the second birth. It's about what? Cutting the great mother about you. So this is about your separation. That's why most of us have what? We have mother wounds. We ain't really that close with the whoop-de-whoop. On bro now. On bro now. And like I said, we wake up on, and this is based on a solar code. That's why on Sunday, you praise the Lord. On Sunday, you say, Father God. On Sunday, you get on your knees and praise God. Come on, bruh. Where do you think religion got their shit from? The sun codes. Good. That Aten, Ra shit y'all been looking at. Good. You looking at Yahweh. That's the first thing to Yahweh. Get your shit together, twin. And then they mix, and then look, and then the Hebrews mix Yahweh with Astarte and they mix the sun and the moon. They were smarter. They smarter. Let's be real 360 with it. They smarter. They mix their shit with the sun and the moon, twin. And that's facts. Because Astarte is a moon goddess. Aten Ra is a sun god. They have a triangle up and a triangle down. They trying to cover all that. That's why the Hebrew shit, so it's a magician book. And the Hebrew, a true Hebrew that really knows the science. I'm not talking about the bloodline. I'm talking about could that read the book as an esoteric and not as exo, not eso. No, that's as eso, not exo. He has his own. He know that this is an esoteric book with a metaphysical principle and hidden knowledge. It's magic. It's science. It's mythology. It's astronomical. It's everything but history. Let me say that again. It's everything but history. In your massive teachings of everybody else in the world, the masses, we think this shit historical. We looking at this shit like it's real. The ones that wrote it is like, this shit is not real. This is a book to explain some deeper aspects of something on a coded sense. All of these characters already existed in other mythologies. You can match the motherfucking dots. Moses is Mayat. Moses get his law on the mountain. Mayat gets the law on the mountain. Moses gets the law on Mount Sinai. Mount Sinai is Mount fucking Shanu in the double kingdom of Egypt 16,000 years before there was ever a fucking Stop playing with us, twin. Come on, bro. All this shit is in our... you think I'm lying to you? Dude, we got the paperwork. Bro, now we got the paperwork. Hey, say, twin, we definitely got the paperwork, twin. What's that 360 pack number? What? 360 pack number 1. What's that right there? Boy, you better stop playing with this. Boy, you better stop playing with this shit, twin, before we get up in this. Bro, before we dig deep up in your chest. Bro, before we dig deep up in your chest with this knowledge, with this scholarship, because I ain't gonna say shit. I'm gonna read it to you. Bro, I'm gonna read it to you, YouTube. Let's go into a YouTube. We just cross-ref. We just out here just bro, now. You know how we get, twin. Y'all know how we get. This is from Gerald Massey, Ancient Light of the World, Volume 2. And look, y'all, this gonna help me out. Look how much this shit helped me, because I don't know what page, but then I put the page right there, 678 and 680. 678 to 680. So not only did I put the book, the screenshots, I put the actual page number too. So that way, when people when I get in here and I'm like, I don't know what page I put this is the power of the citation and the source. This is what we be looking for, twin. On bro now. But anyways, look at this, y'all. Guess what it say right here? The tables of the law are identical by name with the tables of Monty, and the comparative process will go that the matter is the same so far as the Hebrew records go. And if the law were divinely revealed and had any superhuman authority, it would be as the law of Monty, which was first inscribed in the papyrus of Mashu or Anur. So all you gotta do is go get this papyrus of Mashu and Anur and see the exact same damn story. But the only thing is the papyrus was written first. That's why they try to throw you off the papyrus and put you on the first writings of the Hebrew. They don't even want you to look at this papyrus shit, because all the mythos was already written on there. All your hero stories already there. Horus is Jesus. Most of your Disciples and prophets are astronomical evaluate. All this shit was already figured out, written in the boy. The right, when they say Dusty shot the writings on the wall, all the writings was already on the wall. Why you think? Because it's arguing over this shit still. Because you're arguing over nothing. That's why. Because just like anybody who arguing, you see a couple arguing, you be like, damn, and it'd be the most pettiest shit. How many times you been arguing with it, and then by the end of the argument, if you was in a relationship, you'd be like, what the fuck is we even arguing for? Shit been got so real, you only know. By the time you explain what it was started over, it's fucking embarrassing. Home bro now. Because no, bro, because the last box of Captain Crunch, I'm tired of niggas eating the Captain Crunch. So did you? Now y'all talk about each other's mamas and shit. Oh, bro, yo, mama, eat your bro, they're over some Captain Crunch. Quit playing with me, twin. Y'all just arguing over Captain Crunch. Bro, then you're arguing because of the happy, bro, we unhappy inside, bro. Let's just face it. We unhappy inside, bro. We looking for shit to argue with people about. Am I capping? We looking. I always can tell a nigga that's hurt. A whole bunch of because that's hurt. Bro, then we hurt, twin. So we need somewhere to get this pain away. What you think a troll is? It'll be a troll coming in here to visit us soon. He gonna say some bullshit. You don't know nothing, good. Niggas hurt inside. Because when they look in the mirror, they don't know shit. They lost. They scared. Come on, bro. It's projections. Why you think it's so easy to handle a bully? Because a nigga don't love himself. Bro, now. So they go around trying to fuck with everybody else until they catch the right one. Bro, until they stick their finger in the lion's mouth. Bro, now. And then they one thing about bullies I learned is every time I dealt with a bully and we turned up the heat on it, good, they became the victim. Bro, and they was victims. No, I need to. I can't believe he did that. You've been fucking poking a bear for a long time. Bro, now, to the bear ground. But anyways, let me keep on going. But when Atam Hui had become the Hebrew Aiku, the law was repeated as secondhand in Israel. But when Atam Hui, Atam Ra, Hui is his son, had become the son and the father, had become the Hebrew Aiku, the son and the father. Why you think it's patriarchate, Abraham, his son, the son, it's a solar code, the son and his father, was repeated as secondhand in Israel. The tables of the law are identical by the names with tablets of Mati. The comparative process will show that the matter is the same so far as the Hebrew records go, and if the laws were divinely revealed and had any superhuman authority, it would be the law of Mati. That's my yacht. Get your shit together. That's right. All of y'all niggas riding this Moses shit, you really riding the great Mayat. Good. Bro, no, you need to give say to him, put the respect on the proper name. It's a goddess. All your God, put the respect where it's due. Your God is a goddess. Your Moses is my God. The laws written on the mountain was written thousands of years before there was ever a law written by a nigga named Moses, because there was never a nigga named Moses. It's all eschatology. It's all metaphysical. That's why these niggas ain't coming to save y'all. That's why y'all could do is scare us. And that shit ain't working no more. We tired of that shit. We need to see something, shake something. Good. Shake a tree in this. Nothing gets shaken. Bro, why you think it's working off? Why do you think the whole religion has been based off your fear and a threat that something's going to happen? If a nigga keep telling me he going to come down here and judge me and whoop my ass for 3,000-4,000 years, it never came, how many more years do you need to realize ain't shit coming? But yeah, here these niggas is. I got the Bible right here. Here these niggas is opening this shit up like, y'all is gonna be judged if you don't change. Y'all gonna be fucked up. Come on, bro. That's a scare tactic. You ain't whooped no ass, but you keep saying you gonna whoop my ass. But no ass has been whooped. Because it's safe to say, because you're not whooping any ass over here, twin. That's why. That's why that shit ain't came. That's why there's no judgment day. That's why every time there's an event in the news, you just are running to find a Bible verse to explain it. That passes and nothing fucking happens. You put in Revelations next to a UFO and be like, yeah, bro, this is that guy. Woo, woo, woo. The earthquake happened. You put the same tired ass shit. The earthquakes, the earth is gonna shake. The world's gonna end. Not understanding that Revelations means to reveal shit. Come on, bro. It's time for us to stop being scared of the end. This is actually the beginning. The beginning of the end for these, because it is the end for y'all. For us being scared of this shit. For you looking at this as a real, for the lie is being lifted right in your face. Anyways, let me chill because I'm turned up. Bro, now I'm a turned up. Y'all gotta excuse me. Bro, now this is on the, I'm damn near a kid. Bro. Anyways, which was first inscribed in the papyrus of Mashu or Anur, not as the laws of the Hebrew Moses written in the later letters of the Pentateuch. Several meanings are connoted by the word Mayat or Mati in Egyptian, such as law and justice, truth and right. The equilibrium of the universe was expressed by Mayat, which represented the natural, immutable, and eternal law. The balance is a symbol of Mayat and its oneness and duality. It was erected as a figure of the equinox, or the two halves of night and day at equal poise. Makkah is the name for the two halves of night and day at equal poise. Makkah is the name for the scales and to weigh. The scales were erected at the place and poise of weighing in the equinox. Har-Marku was the deity of the double equinox. The Sphinx was a figure of this duality and oneness of the equinox. So right off the bat, what's the equinox? Perfect balance in between day and night. Why is they mixing this with the equinox? Because if this shit is based on the sun, then the sun is going to be based on the astronomical evaluation. Good. That's why it's always the son of the father, the son of this, the son of this. What son you think they talking about? That son. And if there's perfect balance in between day and night, you only get that twice. So when you get that, you're about to either get winter or you're about to get spring. So you're about to get death or you're about to get life. So that's duality. And that was symbolized by the law on the mountain, the equilibrium, the equinox, perfect balance in between day and night, because that will equate true justice. So your true justice is a representation of an aspect of an astronomical evaluation. Then after that, you have the life after death, weighing the heart on the feather to get into the afterworld. Why do you think all your eschatologies have an afterworld? Where do you think all this shit came from? It was already written. The writings are on the walls. Because ain't that cold. They didn't just sit there. God came to them and told them all this shit was already said. Good. You could just copy some shit and put some new good names on it. Scribble out the goddess name and just put a good name on it. Motherfucker, you dealing with a copyright theft. Bro, them, these is thieves. What's the first laws you learned in the Bible? Huh? This shit too easy, bro. What's the first shit you learned that everybody can learn? The 10 Commandments. That shit was taken. Man, that shit was taken, twin. 10 Commandments are exactly like all your other principles and all your other laws. The negative confessions of Osiris. The rights of the resurrection, chapter 125, Egyptian, I have not blasphemed the God. The Hebrew version, thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain. Egyptian version, I have not committed adultery. The Hebrew version, thou shalt not commit adultery. The Egyptian version, I have not committed theft. The Hebrew version, thou shalt not steal. Negative confessions, 10 Commandments. You get the same damn thing. Bro, now, except one was written before that. Make a wild guess. If the Egyptians came out, if the Hebrews came out of Egyptians, so-called, was the slaves and all this and built the pyramids, then what came first, baby? All right, then. It looks like they left Egypt with a little bit more than just, bro, now, let my people go. They took the whole science with them and said, we're going to recreate this shit. We'll be back. Because the people that wrote this book was possibly a mind workers for Egypt. The mine workers, the ones that got the gold in the mine, because basically Egypt was so powerful, they had so many factions under them. So they was sending niggas out to work for them and da-da-da-da. And at some point, there probably was some migration out of that energy once the decline came. But not only did they take the people, they gonna take what? The science. Look out of here. Come on. 12 tribes, 12 astronomical evaluations. 12 disciples, 12 astronauts, and the son go through each one. The son and the disciples. The chosen one, the God and the 12 tribes. Come on, bro. The sun God. Good. Come on, man. You're worshiping the sun. That's why on Sunday, I got to keep saying this shit over and over. On Sunday, you better take your ass in the church and pray to the Father God. That's why all of this happens. How did we get this far? Because we were expressing the aspect of the circumcision. And that circumcision is a representation of them cutting you from your mother and attaching you to the father. Because before that, circumcision was only a ritual, a rite that was just about the same way you look at baptisms. A circumcision was done to the son way back in your totemic days. What's totemic days? That's the totem pole when the animals was up. Yeah, now we're going back into our indigenous form. Look at this shit. That means every time we was born and they did this, they gave us a solar ritual. Belus produces the blood by cutting off his own head, whereas in the ritual, Father Atum draws the blood from the genitalia of a divine being who is both male and female, blended in the formation of the father-mother from where the solar blood was now derivable. The drops of blood are ascribed as an issuing from the persons of Atum when he performed the rites of subincision or mutilation on himself in the generation now attributed to the solar deity, considered to be the male as well as female, or finally male instead of female. Thus, the Aruta are still performing a blood covenant in the rite of a Reletha on the male, which is attributed to Aten Ra in the Egyptian mythos, and by which he demonstrates the parentage of the children who inside in the course of changing the descent from the matriarch to the patriarch. You're watching the flip. The incision is the splitting of this. You are no longer the mother, you belong to the father. The first incision was an incision where they was cutting the vulva into you to connect you to it. The second, whatchamacallit, which is a representation of the Genesis, the incision is the splitting from you and your mama. Dr. Rolfe explains that in the Pizza Incognite Bordia dialects, the term Meko Madero denotes the man with a vulva, which shows that the oval slit was cut upon the penis as a figure of the female in a mode of assuming the motherhood. In the Hebrew book of Genesis, this carving of the female figure on the person of the male in the second creation has been given the legendary form of cutting out the woman from the body of the male. Adam is thus imaged in the likeness of the biune parent. The foundation of Jewish monotheism was laid in the blood of the new covenant, which followed the cult of the female. It is noticeable that when the Jewish child is circumcised, it is said that he is made to enter into the covenant of Abraham. Motherfuckers, basically in a nutshell, if you got circumcised, your ass got tossed to your father. Brother, you belong with that, and this is why we give our last name from the father, the patriarch. So this is a continuation of a solar code where we basically telling you belong to the masculine principle. All right, brother, it's that simple. Everybody who is, and this is why it's so hard for us to embody the feminine principles and all that different shit. We marked for the father. And that's why it's so easy for us to grow up and be like, Father God, da. Think about it. You already at birth was involved with a ritual where you were given to that energy. They ain't do shit else. That's why it's hard for us to even understand any aspect of divine feminine. That's why y'all walk around and say you being a pussy. Bro, now you acting like a bitch. Anything with the feminine, it's negative. Why the fuck you think that is when we're programmed? You'll call it being a pussy, and that's the shit that manifested you in this realm. What? Bro, look at the world you live in. Bro, then we goofy as hell. We'll call somebody a pussy, and that's the portal that got us here. Bro, as a negative connotation. Don't you realize where we at? Good. Bro, there has been an insane demonization of the divine feminine on a whole nother level. Your demons and devils are divine feminine entities. Bro, no. we could make lecture about that on the song, but I'm gonna leave this shit alone, twin. I'm gonna leave this shit on. Let's get this a break because this shit, my energy is like fired up to the next level. It's making me go crazy. Anyways, that's from 360 pack number 1, my yacht 23, and ain't that crazy? Now I'm about to jump to 360 pack number 12, the sun and the 7 stars, and we're gonna talk about some of these first deity systems and all those aspects. That was from 360 pack number 1. Where we talk about Moses, my yacht. I start getting into 23s and synchronicities a little bit, and we really talk a whole bunch of whatchamacallit. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, babies, on brother, on the brothers. Say, twin. So, That's for y'all documentation. Anybody want access to the 360 packs, 360 The Alchemist on Cash App, go to the link in the bio. All the information is there on how to get these documents, books, screenshots. I put the documents, a 360 pack is a focus on a subject with all the books, the screenshots, paperwork, what I'm teaching from, you have access to. We only do that so I'm not a preacher. Bro, I'm not here to preach to your ass. We teach it. And when you teach, you have access to the knowledge. You have access to the books. Remember, if I am alternating, if there's some manipulation of the mind based off me reading one motherfucking paragraph, then what can you do for yourself if you read the whole fucking book? What can you do for yourself if you choose the paragraph? What you can do for yourself if when you open up the book, what is this gonna guide you to? Because I'm just showing you what it did for me and sharing this shit. So with that being said, all of us have this opportunity and this obligation to do what when ain't nobody else looking? Shut the fuck up and open the book, which is the hardest thing to do ever. Trust me, I teach for a living. Good. You know how hard it is after this shit go off to read when ain't nobody else looking? You don't get no fucking clout for this shit, twin. There's no likes, no double taps. No one gives a fuck when I'm making these documents. No one's like, go, go, go. Uh-oh, he making another 360. Nobody cares. Bro, it only means so when I come up here and start talking that talk. But the work that nobody care about is what it took for me to get up here. So we got to make that decision. Bro, do you really want to know this shit, twin? Because at the end of the day, if you go through me, you always going to have to say, well, 360 said, motherfucker, you can read this shit your damn self. Fuck that 360 said shit. Bro, yeah, 360 said, whoopie. Oh, fuck all that. Hey, say twin, that's why do you think I don't watch teachers like that? I watch teachers, and when they give me the book, I stop watching their ass. I be like, what's that shit called? I'll holler at you later, twin. And then after that, I start doing my own studies on bro now. So that's why your good teachers give you the book. Good teachers give you, a great teacher give you access to the book. We do that over here. Any book I read, you have access to. On bro now. For $5.99 each. Oh, bro, I wish I had a Chinaman in this piece. For $5.99 each. Oh, bro, orange chicken, yellow rice. Oh, bro, $5.99 lunch special. Good. This a lunch special. So take your ass to the link in the bio. Get your books. If you don't come in the comments saying how great this is and how much you love this, support this shit when ain't nobody looking and get your books. Good. That's how you do that, twin. Bro, fuck all that other shit. Bro, fuck all that other shit. Support this shit to it. Make sure somebody else get this knowledge. That's what you can do. Bro, because every time y'all support this shit, somebody else get this shit. Y'all be bro, this, you know how this shit go. Donate. Cause bro, did you like to donate to the Obroniums? I wish they could say that shit at McDonald's. You want to donate your change to the Obroniums? You what? What you just say? Brother, they babies, brother, the brothers. I said, would you like to donate your change to the Obroniums? They say, twin. You be like, hell yeah. Bro, hell yeah. Look, they say, twin. Would you like to donate to their own babies, brother, the brothers? They say, twin. Bro, donate your change to the old babies, brother, brothers. I love that shit. That shit sound good. That shit sound good. Bro, helping Obronium out. All right, anyways, let's go into this shit, though. All jokes aside, we got some serious work to do. And a lot of ground to cover, so let's get into this, though. There has always been an extraordinary connection between the school and the symbology of the 7 stars. If we inspect the school logo, the 7 stars are placed in red above the Ouroboros, serving as yet another synchronicity, implicating our divine presence within the cosmos. How much further can we reach with this concept of the stars? Infinite space, pure love, life after death. The same reach for the stars has never sounded so lit as it does now. So these are, like I said, 360 packs. We're about to really get into some research and all of that good stuff. Now, I just said that if we inspect the school logo, the 7 stars are placed in red above the Ouroboros, serving as yet another synchronicity, implicating our divine presence within the cosmos. Why did I say some crazy shit like that? If you look at this thing about synchronicity, it says when we become spiritually aware through synchronicity, for example, it is a sign that despite the uncertainty, we are aligned with the forces of life. So it's all about synchronicity. It's all about alignment. When you get synchronicity, you get alignment, you get a reminder that motherfucker, you're not just watching and analyzing the cosmos like a scientist. You are the cosmos. That's why when you find the books of Nag Hammadi and when you find the alchemical books and all that, they said know who? Thyself. Know your damn self. When you know yourself, you know the fucking universe. But are we talking about self? Shout out financial technology I'll take back the cap, bro. I did watch a teacher after you said that yesterday. I went and watched what's old boy you said yesterday? I went and watched him yesterday. The tall dude. What's old boy name that's super tall that be teaching that passed before everybody passed? He was the one that started this. Morgan Freeman. Yeah, I went and I don't know which one you told me what bro name was. I went and looked him up yesterday, and he cracked the code. He was like, "Yeah, I watched a lecture from him last night." So I take back. I did watch something last night, and he said, it's about knowledge of self, but he said not yourself, not your ego, on bro now. He said your motherfucking higher self. Get your shit together, twin. He said your higher self. So this is about, if they say know thyself, then this is about knowing what? Our higher selves. Man, shout out to bro. He went crazy because that cracks a major code. That's the power of the teacher right there. Now that's teaching. On bro, now Eddie had the chalkboard up. And Now that's some teaching shit. On bro now. Because we be like, know thyself, but we want to know the egotistical aspect of self. And, hi, I work at the boat place down the street, and I want to know your higher self. Higher self, know thyself, the higher self, connect you to the cosmos. Why do you think all your ancestors based their shit on the stars? You got to look up to see the stars, your higher self. Now, in the occultism of the weird shit, they say every man and woman is a star. Your very first star, your very first religious systems are based on what? Not the sun, not the moon, not the earth, they based on the cosmology, the stars. Oh, bro, now that's the first shit they started with. Why? Because at night, shit, who knows? I don't want to go too deep into that part. I could make a lot of implications. I mean, if you think about it, most of us live in big cities. Y'all have never seen a true night sky. So how they saw the stars, how we see the stars different. Because we've been put all these lights down here. You can't really see the night sky like you deserve to. Bro, now, your ass stay on a farm or some shit in the middle of nowhere because the sky is illustrious. Foolish. You stay in the city and look up, you can't see shit, twin. Bro, Dale, I ain't gonna hold you. Trust me, I've been staying in big cities, and now I stay in a smaller city. I'll be like, damn, that's what the sky is. Hella stars be out. I'll be, goddamn. But anyways, if this is the book of Don Webb's 7 Faces of Future, it says these are the 7 stars we refer to as the Big Dipper, may be viewed as a sign of sense manifestation in the objective universe. These 7 stars are known to the Egyptians as the imperishable stars, so called because they do not set but revolve. They do not set but revolve counterclockwise during the cold of the night. The earliest funerary coats of the Egyptians was a stellar coat. The earliest funerary coats of the Egyptians was a stellar coat. So right off the bat, we in trouble. Why we in trouble? Because you only have heard of the solar coat through what? Ra. And that's not the star coat. That's a sun coat. That's the solar coat. Yes, the sun is a star, but the stellar coats are based on anything but the motherfucking sun. The stellars, the cosmos, the stars. That's where they graphed out all these cosmological signs. The Big Dipper, the Whoop-de-Woo, the Thigh of the Mother, the Drake, all these different shit. So right off the bat, we are only interpreting Egypt. Our interpretation of Egypt starts at a solar code, which is at the very end of its regime. That's why we lost some big connection to the mythology. Because when we step in, we go what? Raw! But you got to realize you left religion. You left Judaism, you left religion, and religion is just a spinoff of the solar code. You went to the main source of it. You jumped out of the frying pan and you jumped into the fire. That's why do you think all the niggas that found this raw shit, what has happened since then? Bro, now really it's the same energy, twin. You're dealing with the more raw form of the energy. It's just another masculine supremacy code. That's why every person that taps into this shit, they just want to take all the power and just shift it to them. You don't even want to change the world. You just want to shift the power. We should have this. We should be doing it. Come on, bro. Because a religion is an ideology. A religion is an identity. So once you identify yourself with a religion or identify yourself with a metaphysical principle, you have now embodied that mass. So it's going, and if you embody the mass, then you're going to embody the behavior. You are practicing an activism. That means all the individuals that practice an aspect of this, you start to embody that ideology. That's why you feel I'm trying to find my tribe. I'm trying to come home. Come on, bro. This is about identity. You identify yourself with your entity. Identity, entity, ID of an entity. What good as it is, all the Islam because have an identity. All the Jehovah's Witnesses, an identity. You have identified yourself under an entity. So it's very important to figure out which entity you're going to ID yourself with. And what you need to realize is on the deeper notes is all this shit is within yourself. You're all the entities. And that shit's scary. That's when the activation comes. That's the science. These entities are actually being produced from within out. But anyways, bro now, but that's just me, twin. I mean, it's not just me. It's just all of occultism. But you know what I'm saying. Remember, occult means hidden knowledge. Freeman L said that yesterday too, twin. He said, you know, when we say the word occult, y'all niggas get scared. He said that shit just means hidden knowledge. I'm like, bro, I've been saying that for 6,000 years. Bro now. For real, for real. But anyways, these 7 stars were known to the Egyptians as the imperishable stars, so-called because they do not set but revolve counterclockwise during the whole of the night. The earliest funerary cults of the Egyptians was a stellar cult where the dead would rise to the sky and become a star. These stars become a symbol of immortality. Ain't that beautiful? Bro, now we all got life after death eschatologies. Ain't that beautiful that life after death eschatology is based on what? Not perishing. You perish to not perish. Ain't that beautiful that all your sciences say energy never dies, it only transforms. But it's telling you right now, the ancients already knew that because they based their first star system on a star system that does not set. It only revolves counterclockwise around Polaris, our pole star. So the whole aspect is your very first cults and funerary cults are based on a star system that does not perish. So that means life after death already had existed way before you get your life after death cults today. Your life after death cult today is a derivation and a development of an earlier life after death cult. Your earliest cults were life after death because they based it on an imperishable star system, the Big Dip. I put my hands up on your hips. When I dip, you dip, we dip. Good, get your shit together to it. Bro, it's all spiritual. Bro, only I can say some shit like that. Like they play that song, I'll be like, you know, this is actually spiritual. Bro, now the Big Dipper, the 7 star system, hands on your hips. Bro, now they come on, bro. No, for real though, because the 7 stars does represent the thigh, the leg, the hip is connected to the leg. Never mind. But anyways, on a deeper level though, he who knows one book knows none. If we go over into Kenneth Grant Coats of the Shadows, all right. It also says right here, the Draconian or Typhonian tradition, before considering the major aspects of this vastly ancient magical current vastly ancient magical current in this draconian form, it is necessary to recall several important factors. Firstly, as Gerald Massey has demonstrated, no successful reading of Egyptian mythology, symbolism, thought, or history is possible without first ascertaining to which of the 4 major strata of evolution it pertains. The very first code is what? A star code. The Sabian or star code stratum, which carried over from Africa the pre-evil and totemic mysteries to which allusion has already been made. They were of a basically zoomorphic nature. All right, hence the predominantly bestial nature of the constellations named by the Egyptians. The Sabian cult was the cult of the mother goddess of the 7 stars plus her child Sirius, the dog star. Sirius was represented by the god Set, whose symbol was the goddess, his own mother, whom he was supposed to have fecundated, there being at the early stage of humanity no knowledge of the role played by the male in the process of procreation. So right off the bat, what do we have here? I put the 7 stars above our emblem 2 years ago, synchronicity. We ain't even gonna pay attention to that right now. In the 7 faces of darkness, he says the 7 stars system is the very first cult that ever existed in the Egyptian cult. And in the Typhonian Draconian code of cults of the shadows, it says the very first star system was what? A 7 star system of Ursa Major. So what you see in here are multiple replications and aspects of that 7 star system was your first system of categorized systems of energy. That's a synchronicity. That's an alignment. When we get synchronicities, when we get alignment, look at that constellation above you. That 7 star system is what? It's connected. It has a constellation. It has an alignment. So we're getting synchronicities. We're synchronizing. And if you look at what's circled right there in Dr. Bling's functionary book, what does it say about alignment? What does it say about synchronicity? Real love is based on maintaining true connectedness. So this is about us finding our connections. When you find connections, when you connect the dots, You are doing what our ancients did because they graphed out the stars. They connected the dots. When we do this knowledge, we connect the dots with the books. We connect the stars. We connect it. We writing our own constellations. As above, so below. So we got to, that's why the scholarship is so important. To be a scholar is basically to look into space with a telescope. On bro now. To be a scholar is to look in the microscope, the telescope, the scope of your eye. To look in these books and cross-reference and connect the dots and synchronize is the same your ancestors did with the stars, twin. We're finding our divine alignment. We're finding our divine connection. Real love is based on what? Maintaining true connection. Come on, twin. On bro now. I guess we got to stay open on YouTube. Bro said a couple people really lost their TikToks on bro now. So we on YouTube with it too. All right. Everybody double tap the screen. Let's see who here right now. On bro now. We good? We up today? I know I'm late as hell. I know it's in the middle of the afternoon. And let me tell y'all, when you into spirituality in the middle of the day like this, you extra weird. Bro, it's easy to do this shit at night. It's easy to do this in the AM. When you do this in the middle of the day, oh yeah, you on the next level. Because the beta frequencies are at its most dominant time right now. What's beta frequencies? When you're just on your awareness state of the outside world and da-da-da-da, making my way downtown, walking fast. On bro, now you on that shit. You know, when you at night and the stars is up, you closer to the connection of the cosmos and your ancestors. Deep in the AM, when you first wake up, you just left your deep sleep and your delta and your theta frequencies of the dreaming state. You sleep and dream at night. You get tapped in deeper into this mythos. In the middle of the day, bro, now when you start doing this shit in the middle of the day, oh yeah, you are officially on some weird shit. Yeah, you on some other shit, twin. And that's real talk. But anyways, like I said, real love is based on maintaining true connection. So when we connect in these books, when we connect to these documents, when we on here just connected, y'all double tapping the screen. I appreciate y'all too, twin. Everybody's showing love, support. I appreciate all of y'all for real. When you showing love, appreciate the players too. I see you, twin. When you showing love, when you doing all of that, you taking this to the next level. Shut out sunshine. Okay? And speaking of the sun, let's get into this sun shit. Because a lot of people, and I had to learn this. A lot of people, and I'm happy sunshine plays, because that's a perfect segue. Now it's time for me to play devil's advocate. Because at the end of the day, we do have melanin in our skin. Right? On bro them. And on a genetic principle, I understand that the sun and the melanin have this divine relationship, which probably just means that, you know, if melanin is in your skin, your bloodline has been here for a long ass time type shit. You have really been in the cow. You've been in this realm doing this shit. You are OG type shit. Like, you know, it's almost like, you know, what they say, the blacker the berry. What they say, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. I say the darker the flesh, man. The deeper the roots. Give a holler to the sisters on Unfair Tupac cares if don't nobody else care. Damn! Wow. He came out swinging. On bro now. He came. Hey, Tupac is like our Jesus. I don't give a if I had to choose between Jesus or Tupac, I'm choosing Tupac every time. Bring Tupac back. On bro now. Like if they made us choose, oh bro now, I'm choosing Tupac over here. Bring that back. On bro now. That's who could come save us. Tupac save us. Oh bro now. All you hear is Hail Mary come out, that nigga come out the sky. Doom, doom. Oh, bro, the whole world stops. Oh, bro, all you got to play is Hail Mary. Oh, bro. Hail Mary, come with me. That shit sounds spiritual. Oh, bro, now. But anyways, enough of that. But he said the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice, the darker the flesh, the deeper the roots. So we are rooted in this world. And like I said, that's some representation of something. And I want to talk about this because the next thing we talk about is what? The sun energy. Now, the sun energy is a representation of what? Our masculine active force. When I first started this mythos or whatever, when I first started teaching this, I was under my religious mind still. So when I start speaking on the sun as a masculine supremacy code, I do not mean it from a connotation of it's evil or it's here to whoop-de-whoop. The solar code actually developed an afterlife eschatology that can only be applied by geniuses. So, bro, them. Like they have a very valid eschatology. Bro, we're going to get into it in this lecture about the sun and this eschatology. But first, we're going to make a connection with the masculine principle in the representation of his active force to set us up for the understanding of the afterlife eschatology. All right? And all of y'all have an opportunity for this afterlife eschatology. But anyways, this section is called The Man Under the Sun. The sun has been the focus of our world's religion for the last millennia for many a great reason. It's responsible for 99% of all life on planet Earth. And its connection to the masculine principle has been under the magnifying glass. Utilizing the term son of God or son of man is just a small hint of the sun's role in the male's developmental psyche in the mythos of our existence in and out of this realm. So, first off, let's make some connections. And we're going to go on a little side mission really quick here. Y'all know this is always going to be chaotic the way I teach and shit because that's how we do this. Brother, this is called 360, The Alchemist. Not one, bro, we all over the place. We all over the cycle, all over the circle, wherever we want to go. Bro, now. Anyways, let's go into this on a deeper level. Now, when we start talking about the aspect of your crazy ass, bro, now, you have what? Most of y'all have visions. Y'all be stepping into my motherfucking lives. I had a vision that whoop-de-whoop, da-da-da. You got shit you can't even tell people. Them weird-ass visions in your mind. Them weird-ass visions on your heart. That shit you seen that you embarrassed of. That dream that's just weird. You can't tell nobody. You can tell me because, shit, I hear it every day. I am the weird dream. Bro, no, I don't know. I ain't never understood when people come to me and they be like, you don't look at me like I'm crazy. Motherfucker, you talking to crazy. Bro, that's my definition. Don't look at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, God, the craziest kid here. Trust and believe that. Bro, they're a bad genius. Bro, an evil genius. But on some real shit, twin, hold on to those thoughts. Hold on to those visions. Hold on to that crazy shit. Because that could be an implication of the deeper mythos. There is no could to be to it. You actually be getting your deeper science and downloads through those weird visions and dreams. It's just up to you to decode the aspects of what it means to you. You need to synchronize it. This is why we teach about synchronicity so much within your motherfucking gnosis. Know thyself. Know your higher self. You channeling energy and visions. Bro, now. But see, your human ass, you've been conditioned to be a human. So if your ass ain't dreaming about how to pay your motherfucking bills and do some regular shit and being responsible for what you're going to get from the grocery store, then it's weird. That shit ain't weird. You are actually practicing the divine aspect of your ancestors and ancestors. They use divination and vision and clairvoyance to explain their life. So really, your ancestor shit just coming the fuck online. You just scared of that shit because we in a golden age. So we just starting some new shit. So you are on an evolutionary path. And if you don't be the first of your kind to do this, or the first of your kind to, a lot of people did this, but a lot wasn't aware of the state of why they doing this shit. We the first ones to become aware of why this shit is even happening in the first place. At first, it was just happening to motherfuckers. Bro, now, that was just the happening. Now we have like a deeper aspect of, oh shit, this is why this is happening. This is why this is happening. You're getting the deeper aspect of it. Why? Because the planet has shifted. The pole is shifting. Every scientist is telling you. If the poles shift and we're electromagnetic beings, you have polarities. Your whole aspect of your consciousness is shifting as we speak. Good. That's why we doing this shit. Why you think the veil is lifting? It's a shit's aligning for you. Come on, bro. This shit too easy, twin. That's why you having these visions. That's why you having this. And now, why do I say that? Let's connect it to the book. Now we're going to connect it to the book. Take psychology, for instance. About 1906, the Swiss psychologist guru Carl Jung claimed that one of his schizophrenic patients saw a penis hanging from the sun and that it moved to produce the wind. Jung was confused as the meaning of this odd mental picture, but interested in mythology, he discovered a pre-Christian Mithriac religion reference about the wind originating from a tube hanging from the center of the sun. A crazy just said he seen a hanging from the sun that produced wind. In a pre-Christian Mithriac religion, a tube hangs from the sun and produces the wind. So this crazy person says this vision, but it's matching an old religion. Why? that the image must have come from the shared human heritage of ancient residues buried deep in our unconscious, what he called the collective unconscious. Jung believed his method could correctly diagnose psychological symptoms. This comes from the shared human heritage of ancient residues buried deep in our unconscious. You are channeling your ancient ancestors. That's that weird vision. That's the weird ass thoughts. That's that shit you were scared to tell your friends. That's that shit you don't want to tell nobody else. I seen a werewolf and then it turned into this and then it turned into, tell me more. Good. On bro now. Could it be representing your transformation of your astral body? Multiple implications. Everything is metaphysical. Energy is just metaphysical. Characters are just a metaphysical principle of the energy. So what does the character represent on an energetic level? This is algebra. That's why you think algebra is so deep. Because we are algebraic expressions. Characters representing energy. But anyways, let's go back into the sun. So the sun person saying, man, hanging from the sun is producing the wind. Well, on a scientific level, what if Jung had explained to his penis patient that his hallucination represented a solar flux tube? That's the penis. Or a coronal mass ejection of plasma. Don't eject energy? Exactly. Which actually does produce the solar wind. So hold on, wait a second. A crazy motherfucker said he seen it hanging from the sun creating wind. And that actually represents a solar flux tube or a coronal mass ejection of plasma, which actually does produce the solar wind. So his vision of schizophrenia, and he crazy, is just a true vision of the pre-Mithriac religion of a tube hanging and the actual scientific explanation of a solar flare, a tube of ejection of energy that creates the solar wind of our sun and our relationship to the earth. Your vision was coded in science back in 1904. Now get your shit to. So like I said, you can walk around and be like, I'm a crazy person, I'm having these visions, or you can walk around and be like, hold on, shit, what the fuck do these visions actually mean? Once again, when we become spiritually aware through synchronicity, for example, it is a sign that despite the uncertainty, we are aligned with the forces of life. You have to see your alignment. You have to synchronize those visions within the aspect of your mother. What? With your gnosis. Know thyself. The vision is an aspect of the higher self. That's why it's a vision. It's incommunicable. It couldn't communicate through the aspect of the word. It went through the vision. That's the third eye. That's why they tell you got to be a child, because the child still imagines. The child is still dreaming. The adult has been broken. On bro now. The adult is broken. We don't believe in shit. I believe it when I see it. You can't believe nothing you fucking see. Your eye is lying to you. You be saying shit like, I believe it when I see it, but you can't believe shit you see. That'll eat your bro now. Hey, say twin, they got us living in a, what's that word called? Hey, that's a paradox. We live in a paradox. Bro, now we live in a big ass paradox. That's why you trying to rationally figure this shit out. It never works. You trying to sit down and thinking you gonna write this shit down. All right, so first I'm gonna do this and then that, and then it'll never work out that way. Do it, because life is it's different. It ain't built like that. Get your shit together, twin. Beautiful knowledge. Anyways, I digress. Now, it says right here, let's keep on going with the solar coach, because I'm going to make a crazy connection. Pre-Mithriac religion says a tube is hanging from a sun. A crazy person say it is hanging from a sun. In the science, it hanging from the sun represents the plasma ejection, which creates the solar wind. The crazy person said he's seen an ick from the sun creating a solar wind. In the pre-Mithriac religion, they say a tube from the sun is creating the wind. So we have an aspect of a synchronicity. You see it at the bottom. That's when we see our divine alignment within this realm. Let's go up a little bit further. Victor Schauberger and Living Energies, Caleb Coates, Victor Schauberger in the Living Energies book by Caleb Coates also says the sun represents what? The sun represents what? An aspect of cosmic fertilization to the earth. Matter of fact, it goes so far in this theory, it says, if you look at it, it says the sun is is fecundating the earth with its sperm. Look at this shit. It's right in there, right in your face. It says the fertilization, the continuous process of solar fertilization producing an outward pulsating expansion of horizontally propagated fruitogenic energies. Doesn't this earth bear fruits? Isn't the sun is responsible for 99% of life? How much of y'all who here, all right, bet, say less, who here without their daddy right now? Who was born without their daddy right now? Like, put your hand up if you don't have a dad. Like, you only your mom birthed you. So if the sun is responsible for 99% of biological life, then who's responsible for 99 biological life? Now, not on the man versus woman shit. 99%, the daddy is responsible for every fucking person that was in here. He shot his shots and he scored. Good. Deal with it. On pronoun. So the same way the sun is fertilizing the earth and fecundating it is the same way a man fertilizes a woman and fecundates her. Hold on now. Now, didn't I just say that? Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Didn't this crazy person say he seen a dick hanging from the sun? Wait a minute. Didn't in the pre-Christian religion they say a dick is hanging from the sun? Wait a minute. Ain't the same way the sun have a relationship with the earth is like a dick in a relationship with the see? Wait a minute. We're having synchronicities. We're having an alignment. We're having what? Real connections. We're having connections. And when we have connections, what does that represent? Hey, say twin, when we have connections, we have an aspect of what? Real love. Get your shit together. Oh, babies, I'm running on the brothers. They say twin. I'm running. Good. On babies, I'm running on them. Damn. On babies, I'm running on the brothers. So with that being said, type shit, you are looking at what? You talking to 360. It's only right that if you talking to 360, we got to connect the cipher. Everything's connected. To make a 360, you need a circle. Everything has to be a full connection. Good. That's why everything's connecting, and that's real love. It's based on maintaining true connection. That's why we can go from a crazy person saying that Kazank in front of gun. We can go from this pre-Christian religion. We can look at scientific theories. They're all connecting the masculine principle to the motherfucking sun, the active force. And that's why if you see people that with the sun, they are what? They active. Think about it. When we go outside during the day, what do? We get active. That's us practicing our masculine energy. We active. We doing shit. We whoop-de-wooing. Because it's fecundating us. Because we're on Mother Earth. It's giving us the energy. And we turn that energy into something else. Just like when a man gives his energy to the woman and she fecundates and turns it into something else. A whole new baby. A baby was born. Healthy and strong. Get your shit together, twin. Oh, yeah. This is why your ancients told you to do what? Look at nature. Remember, y'all, this is from 360 pack number 12. This 360 pack, this is 360 time for a commercial. Commercial time, 360 pack number 12, y'all. This is called The Sun and the Seven Stars. This is it right here. 360 pack number 12, The Sun and the Seven Stars on Babies on Bro, on the Brethren. They say twin. It comes with all the books, the documents, the screenshots, the lectures. We like halfway through. So anybody who wants access to this after we're done, go to the link in the bio. Take a look. Get your 360 packs. Get your books. Get your research. Make sure you leave your email in the Cash App notes. If you want information on what all the 360 packs is, what books, it's all the link is in the bio. All right. I appreciate all of y'all supporting this. I can't do this without y'all. All the beautiful stuff people say. Bro, no. I can't do this without y'all. Y'all know how this shit go, twin. Support this shit, gang. But anyways. Bro, now I ain't, you know how motherfuckers be too proud? Not me. Oh, babe, here. You know how motherfuckers be too proud and all that? Not me, twin. I'll tell you, hey, I need help. We need y'all. Without y'all, we couldn't do this shit. So make sure you get your books and support this shit. Bro, now. You feel me? I appreciate you. Because we are basically, if you look at the sun, if you look at the earth, if you look at everything, it's all based on what? Relationships. And relationships are based on what? Reciprocation. And reciprocation sounds a lot like what? Respiration. Your ass can't even breathe without reciprocation. You can't even give the carbon dioxide without the exchange of the oxygen that comes from the trees. So even our breath is a reciprocation. It's a relationship. It's a business. Bro, no, ain't that? Boy, that shit game. But anyways, let's go a little bit further with this. Not only is the represent, everybody keep double tapping the screen too, twin. Brother, don't get scared. Brother, everybody keep double tapping the screen and supporting this shit. Matter of fact, let me stop real quick. Everybody double tap the screen. Let's see you all here. We got 22 people in here. Let's see. Sunshine, you still here. That's what's up, twin. That means a lot. We still on this sun part. Michelle M, you been double tapping the fuck out the screen. I see you. Mofo, I see you. All right, we got 3 out of 22. Okay. 46 real. I appreciate you. Real flavors. I appreciate you, twin. On bro now. 46 is very important to the Gnosis. 23 times 2. June flight. I see you, twin. On bro now. All right, babe. Look. Monica Gabley, I see you, twin. Fonzos, I see you, twin. I see your mushrooms. On bro now. I see your portobellas. Moni Gaby, I see you, twin. All right, babe. Y'all got it. I get it. Y'all here. All right, I get it. Magnificent, I see you, twin. Oh, babe. All right, my bad, y'all. I get it. Y'all in this beach. All right, y'all listen. Y'all pass the test. Y'all pass the test. Sometimes you gotta do that shit, though. Nobody like this beach. You like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. On bro now. You know how that shit go, twin. Let's go a little bit deeper with this solar coast shit. So not only, they say, twin, not only do we get the aspect, twin, of the motherfucking the crazy person, the schizophrenic person, whatever you want to call them, seeing a dick hanging from the sun, the pre-Mithriac religion of a dick hanging from the sun, the Victor Schauberger aspect of it hanging from the sun, the tube that creates the solar winds hanging from the sun that creates the wind. The solar coat itself in Egypt is based on what? The masculine supremacy, the son of the father. Get your shit together. So everybody, when you hear sun, you hear what? A dick. And when you think of a dick, you think of what? A man. And when you think of a man, you think of what? Masculine principles. So the sun is a representation. Why do they say if you're depressed, if you woo, you feeling down, go outside? Because going outside do what? The sun gonna get your ass active. It's gonna fecundate you. It's hitting you with that energy. That's why when you went outside and got active, you started doing shit. We outside today. That's action. Didn't we start that here? We outside today. Remember when I was outside screaming at the top of my lungs in the middle of the summer? That was some spiritual shit. I was in the sunshine state. Good. That means I was getting the sun on a level. My body was getting the sun. I've been in the Midwest my whole life. My body got the sun on a level I never got it before. We outside today. I was screaming at the top of my lungs for like a month straight, to the point I started losing my voice. Good. Like I used to wake up, hey, what's up? I'm like, I went too hard yesterday. My voice couldn't handle how much this shit, the sun fired me up. Oh, bro, let me look outside right now. Oh, bro, now, boys, y'all lucky it's cloudy, oh, bro, because I go out here and turn this each up. Oh, bro, now. Because I go out here and turn this each up. Oh, bro, now. But the only thing is, I like to be lit in lit areas. Oh, bro, now. Like, I don't like to be lit when everything turned off, because then everybody gonna see and hear your ass. Oh, bro, now, like moths to a flame. Now the police pull it up and shit. Yeah, we got a call. Oh, bro, then that's when you get the call. No, I'm good on that. Oh, brother, I'm good on that too. I know that because I taught next to Starbucks. That shit lasted for 3 days. The police ran right up on me, took me downtown. Get your ass on. You know your ass ain't supposed to be teaching next to no Starbucks. Not this crazy shit. We can teach algebra next to Starbucks. You don't teach this next to Starbucks. Oh, bro, they're outside yelling. Niggas trying to get their coffee. Oh, hey, say twin, oh, babies, oh, bro, your brothers. Yeah, they heard that old bro deal. They said, I think he has a bomb on him. Bro deal, that's what they said to the police to him. They heard them on babies, on bro, them on the brothers, and thought they heard them. And now that I realized it, the power of the on babies, on bro, them on brothers, this OB shit, that really do represent like the tick, tick, boom on bro, them on some real shit, twin. This knowledge is explosive. So metaphysically, that story was just a metaphysical coding of energy, the explosive nature of the knowledge. Or make a call in I'm threat on a kid. No one just don't even work with shit like that. Oh, bro, then like yo, you shit. The fuck? Oh, bro, then fuck I look like to it. How you think I got this old? Oh, bro, then you think I'll do some goofy shit like that? Oh, bro, then how you think I got this old to it? Oh, bro. All right, anyways, on babies, on brother, on the bread, threes. All right, y'all, let me keep on going. The solar code with this emphasis on the child, the son of the father, rather than the mother, caused a major upheaval in the history of humanity in ancient Egypt, long before monumental times. Continual intercanine conflicts resulted from these two great divisions, the Draconian or Typhonian worship of the feminine principle, or the Osirian, or Amen. On Sunday, you go into church, Son's Day, and say what? Amen. Jesus' name. What is Jesus? The son of the father. The sun. What's the sun? The solar code. The son of the father. The supporters of the male supremacy. That's why on Sunday you pray to Father God. On Sunday we watch football. Whole bunch of goods. All masculine supremacy. All men. on bro, and they're running into each other as hard as they can. Some shit on bro, and only we would do this as hard as we can, hurting each other, catching concussions and shit. Masculine supremacy code. Let's go a little bit deeper with this. When you see a fall in love with the pyramids, what happens? You will let me help you out. What you're not gonna see is a lot of pyramid energy and a lot of derivation. I'm gonna keep it 360, and I'm gonna go on the root and say this. You're not gonna get a lot of uplifting of the goddess mixed with the pyramid energy. What you mean 360? What I mean is, if the pyramids represent masculine supremacy, good. That's why when niggas tap into the masculine supremacy codes, they talk about Ra, they talk about the solar coast, they talk about those different aspects. You might get Isis energy, but it only be as Isis as the progenitor of the masculine energy. Isis brings Osiris back and creates Horus, the son of she's the other aspect of the mother. But on a deeper perspective, once we tapped in, think about it. All the ones that tapped into the pyramid energy, we didn't see a major transmission of divine feminine. Yes, they might have mentioned it. Yes, they might have said something sweet. Oh, yeah, the pyramid, the divine feminine. Yeah, whoop-de-whoop. But ultimately, this was a masculine cult's origination of a science. Why do I say that? It is important to realize that the solar cult was already flourishing in Egypt when the era of the monuments begun. Motherfucking monuments are what? Man-made. They tell you all the time. Every monument is man-made. Why do they say man-made? Because all the monuments that were constructed that were man-made were constructed when the solar cult was already flourishing as a masculine supremacy cult. So when you tap into the pyramids and you're tapping into all this shit that there was a cult that's the fourth cult. The first cult is of the star goddess and the mother goddess of her son. Some shit you ain't never heard of. The mother goddess of the seven stars with her child Sirius, the dog star. Sirius represented by the god Set, whose symbol was the goddess. And don't they say dog is a man's best friend? Boy, you better get your shit together. All your shit coded. By the fourth code, the solar code, it's a switching. Why? Why this switch? Well, because first off, we're on a 360. Everything changed. Appreciate the gifts. Everything changed. Everything manipulates. Everything changes. But on a deeper level, remember, if you look at code number 3, what does it say right there, y'all? The lunisolar stratum was achieved when it became known that the intervention of the male was necessary to procreation. Remember, that crazy person had a vision of an ick hanging from the sun. Remember, the pre-Mithriac religion says a tube hanging from the sun creates a solar wind. Remember, Victor Schauberger right above you says that the sun is sitting off the sperm and is fecundating the ovum of Earth. Remember that. And then in the third code, when they find out that man has something to do with creation, they attributed it to the sun. And then they start telling time by it. That's why you have 365 days, not nights. 365. Do you know what the sun does in that 365? It goes to the full 360, a full cipher. Your lunar, you see where it says lunisolar stratum? Your lunar year was 360. Your solar year is 365, which is the proper year of when it goes through all the astrological evaluations, the 12 astronomical evaluations. That's why you have 12 tribes of Israel. Where do you think the 12 is coming from? The only 12 that matches everything in your world is the motherfucking stars in the sky. That's why you got these 12 this, 12 that, 12 this, 12 this, 12, 12. Here come 12 on brother, the police coming. Here come 12 if you was in Chicago about 10 years ago. Here come 12 on brother. Why do you think that? Our archonic force? Because the 12 is the justification, the limited, the 12 rules your world. That's and ain't it 12 archons or some shit? Boy, you better get your shit together. What does it say right there? And if the fate of the stars of the zodiac, which rose and fell, there's 12 zodiacs, appeared and disappeared at certain seasons, ruled actions on this world, surely the stars they revolved around must be the most potent rulers. Get your shit together, twin. Somebody said I thought it was 13. Well, guess what I just said? I said that the solar code started telling time. So you're going to have different time mechanisms. You had the 12, you had the 13, you had the star coat that whole time, you had the lunar coat that whole time, you had a lunar solar coat that whole time, and then you finally had a solar coat that whole time. You're under the 365 of the solar coat that goes through the full cycles, all 12 of the astronomical evaluations. Of course, you thought it was 13 because they shifted all the star systems, shifted everything. This is a science to tell time. That's why you go Happy New Year every year. You get a little bit older. How did they tell time back? How do you tell time today? It's not just like clocks was just here, y'all. They told time by the stars first. The 7 stars. That was your first timekeepers. Come on, man. You know how we know this? Look at the bottom right there. What does it say about time right there, y'all? I'll read it to you. This represented a transfer to earth of the celestial symbolism of the heavens as the circle of Nuit, the goddess of infinite space. Nuit was a primordial deity and was typified celestially by the constellation of stars known as Ursa Major. The 7 stars of this complex symbolized Night or Typhon and her brood of stars, to which at a later time was added the stars of her first male child, Set of Sothis. It was he who manifested in the south, the light of the mother, who ruled in the north and was the first giver of light in the darkness and the first keeper of time. The Sabian mother, look, the first keeper of time. Exactly, the sundial. What's the sundial? They used it to tell time. But the sundial, the 4th code is the solar code. So the sundial's representation of telling time is not the first time. Stonehenge for the stars. Get your shit together, twin. Now y'all see what I'm saying? By the time we get the science, the solar code was already reign supreme. By the time the pyramids are built, the solar code, everything had already been established as the masculine, the son of the father, all of those different aspects. That's where you get your Hebrewism, your Christianity, your Islam. That's why everything is son of the father, father, son, son, father, father. We are in a solar code. That's why on Sunday, your ass feel holy. As soon as Sunday comes, you just want to ring bells and shit. Bing, go, bro, them. Just sit your ass down. Oh, bro, them. Where you think you coming from? Why on Sunday you just want to read the Bible and shit? Let me go ahead and read the Bible. Because it's from a solar code. Now, am I here to demonize it? No, I am not. Because that's how this world runs. That'll be goofy. On bro, now that's goofy as hell. The world is running on this solar code right now. Deal with it. The sun is responsible for 99% of your biological life. And on the deepest aspect, the same way you got here gonna be the same way you leave this month. Just like anything else in life. Kind of like the woman. That's why the woman is so divine in nature. Because yes, the man represents the phallic nature, the phallic force, but the woman represents the aspect of the portal. The woman holds the portal that manifested you in this physical, and she manifested you inside of her. So the same way you got here will be the same way to leave. So tapping into your divine feminine, your intuition, your deeper aspects of self, the universe, the whoop-de-woo, you start to get a better feeling for the universe around you and realize your divine connection within it, because you was within your mother and she birthed you into this world. We are within the Yoniverse. We are in this motherfucker still, the womb. The spirit told me, shit, why you think you like showers and all that shit so much? It's warm, it's whoop. Cause that's us like going back. When we first wake up, we want to jump in the shower. You trying to go back to your womb state, womb-like state. Ambiotic fluids and shit. It's warm and on, bro, now. That's us. That's why that shit's so soothing. After work, what you want to do? Take a shower. Refresh yourself. What did your mama birth you in? What happened before she birthed you? Her water broke. You were in a placenta, ambiotic fluids. You came out the waters. That's why you always trying to go back in the waters. Come on, bro. Anyways, let me go on deeper with this shit. Let's go deeper. Let's talk about this bacteriophage. Because the solar code was already flourishing when the era of the pyramids began. It says, what is bacteriophage and what does it have to do with this lecture? As we have stated, true love is connection, and this won't be an exception. Either the solar code's contribution to life after death transformation cannot be ignored, and it is coded in its alchemy and hieroglyphs. The transformation of self could be the transfer of genetic codes that are made possible through the anatomy of bacteriophage. So let's scroll this shit down. Now, this is why I don't demonize the solar code. Because it seems that the sun, when the solar code created its eschatology and found out that the man had something to do with creation, they also found out another aspect of something, because after the solar coast started flourishing all around the world, people started building what? Pyramids. Right? Pyramids. Pyramids are icosahedral shaped. Okay? And they're built out of something. Shit, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But the whole aspect is the motherfucking bacteriophage within you are also icosahedral shaped, pyramid shaped. 6 different base metals are rainbow colored, luminescent, and transfer genetics to different systems. Just like pyramids, you would say they lined up with the stars to transfer energy to different systems. So these bacteriophage, what's a bacteriophage? It is exactly what it is. It's a virus that's inside of you. That is more of these inside of you than your human cells, that attach to ugly bad viruses within you and inserts its DNA into it, which makes it explode into more bacteriophages and they find their next victim. These outnumber your human cells. They are pyramid shaped. Okay? They transfer genetics and it's made out of 6 base metals that can create wormholes, magnetic fields. So once you see this, you cannot outlook this. Yeah, listen to this shit. Everybody listen to this. This is no cap. If you look at the pyramids, the same way the pyramids are built, the causeways of the pyramids are built exactly like bacteriophage, icosahedral shaped. The DNA going through the actual tunnel right there. The DNA going through the sheath and then attaching to a different organism at the bottom right there, transferring its genetics. You know how this works? Let's go crazy with this shit right now. On some 360 shit. You know how this works? Exactly how the sun fecundates Earth. But the sun, the solar coat, is who built the pyramids. And the pyramids look like the bacteriophage. The pyramids look like the bacteriophage. And the way that bacteriophage attaches to an organism to transfer its genetics is the same way the sun attaches to the Earth to transfer its energy. In the solar coat, we're going in the circle right now. In the solar coat, built pyramids after they was already flourishing. And the sun is a representation of a bacteriophage energy. They built the pyramids after the solar coat was flourishing. You have pyramids within you that outnumber your human cells. They are icosahedral shaped on a quantum scale. They transfer genetics from organism to organism. You have more of this in you than human. You're more of a pyramid than you are of a human. This is why we say know thyself. Because knowing thyself, you will know this shit was within you. All them pyramids you looking at outside yourself are the pyramids within yourself. Go look it up. Get the 360 pack. This is from 360 pack number 12, The Sun and the 7 Stars. We got 12 different research papers, y'all. So all of these documents, books, this is from Judy K. King's the ISIS thesis. All right? On bro now. So get your shit. Get your 360 packs to it. Don't be scared. They just books. Now that I got y'all niggas' attention, on bro now, they like, hold on, what the fuck going on? Yeah, you heard what I said. This shit, yep, look at your skin, look at your face, look at your eyes. You got bacteriophage within you. Good. Go get your hand sanitizer. Sanitize them all the fuck you want. You got more of these inside of you than your human cells. They're not going anywhere. They kind of look like the things off the Matrix. They just looking for shit to transfer their genetics into. Kind of like a good. We just be looking for shorty to transfer our genetics into. So on a deeper aspect, yes, it's in your mouth. On a deeper aspect, on babies on bro them on the brethren, they say twin, the same way the sun has a relationship to the earth like bacteriophage is the same way a man attaches to the woman and transfers her genetics. So it's like fucking. So what is the sun doing to the earth? It is fucking us. That's why it's responsible for 99% of all biological life. That's why in the summertime, your ass get freaky. Going bro now. I mean, come on, y'all. This shit too easy. Human nature. It just sounds like human nature. Why being cheated out into the nighttime. I'm 51 years to be. Oh, bro, now go ahead and do that shit. See that girl. She knows I'm watching. She likes the way I stay. Hey, bro, gliding on it. He tiptoed on that beat. And I say why. He tiptoed on that beach. I would have been crying in that boat. As you cry, I would have been crying in that beach. I see when they saw Michael, they cried. I would have cried in that beach. I see them performing Human Nature. The sentient heart begins to beat. Oh, bro, them city heart begins to beat. Get your poetic ass on to it. Shout out MJ on that shit, on bro. Human Nature. Because your human nature, that's what it is. We all, how did everybody get here? Through human nature. Mommy and daddy up. How is the sun and earth? What's their relationship? Human nature. What's the moon? The psychological relationship in between the human nature. Because the sun is reflecting the light of the moon, but yet it has its own potential of transformation. And your psychological aspect is always transforming. So the moon is our psyche. The sun is our active masculine force. The earth is the feminine force. Everything has a role in a relationship, but it's all connected. Get your shit together. But anyways, what's happening though, now this is where we're going to go into theory. Now, what if, let's go into hypothetical. What if though, because narcissism, when they hit all them books, on bro now, narcissism swing, when they hit all these books, what did they do? They told you that your God was an evil ruler. On bro now, they told you all this evil ruler shit and da-da-da-da, and you know what I'm saying? And that there were 12 archons, 12 astronomical evaluations that's ruling your world. And your Davidoff fucking you up. You ain't living your full potential. Well, we only live off 2% of our genetic code. First off, well, no magnetism is escape. We're electromagnetic beings. We have a belt around us. No one's leaving this motherfucker. Could it be that our reincarnation and our resurrection and energy never dies and only transfers and all this beautiful shit we love to say is actually a representation of you never leaving this motherfucker? You've never left this plane of existence. You can't, you looking at all these stars outside and you're just basically window shopping. We window shopping. You can't even visit them all. You can't even get to the next level because your light does not escape this motherfucking world. It does not escape. That's why you have the northern lights, the southern light, all that shit. Your light just is recycled through an aspect of what? Recycled through an aspect of what? I say to him what they say in the book, photosynthesis. When John said bars, I suddenly knew that we were breaking out of the Earth's magnetic sphere, the prison that thrived on photosynthesis. Not that it was our fault, but we have been in prison because of the theft of fire from the sun. I remember Nerval's comment that we were captive because the electromagnetism in our body was forced in a certain direction. It instantly became clear to me that when a person died, their atoms were released but trapped in the magnetic sphere. Which is true. If you look at the real science, energy never dies, baby. It only transfers. Your atoms never leave it. Atom. You never leave this motherfucker. They tell you to go towards the light. Bitch, is that just the sun bringing your ass back? Because you're an electromagnetic being. Your magnetism, all that shit, it keeps the light here. Your DNA is emitting photon light, but yet none of the light escapes this magnetic sphere. We just stay in the same motherfucking bubble, recycling back and forth through this. Now, the solar code created what? An afterlife eschatology. And in this afterlife eschatology, they talk about the boats and destroying Apep, the reptile. Okay? Now, and that Osiris gonna come out. They gotta slay this Liz. They gotta slay the reptile, slay all this shit. Well, could that have been a representation of you cracking the code of your photosynthetic representation and ascending your consciousness to something else? On bro, now stay in tune. Oh, bro, I don't know to it. I'm just saying because it's definitely say right here, we understood that the Egyptians mastered scientific knowledge and religious symbols. The solar viral life form that Quizzo spoke of was bacteriophage lambda. Phage for short. Both the edifice with this nilometer and the pyramids with their causeways were designed like lambda. I already showed y'all that. Let's see it again. There you go. Your phage lambda inside of you that outnumber your human cells, that you have more inside of you than your human cells that are icosahedral pyramid shapes, look exactly like how they built the pyramids. Okay? And then look, both the edifice with this nilometer and the pyramids with their causeways were designed like lambda. This phage transfers or varies genes between organisms. This phage, bacteriophage, transfers or varies genes between organisms. It also ferries the dead person's genes into the host cell. Lambda can live two different lifestyles. When it chooses lysogeny, Lambda hides silently in the DNA like a sleeping Osiris. When it chooses lysis, the Osiris virus literally rises from the dead as explosively as an active attack of soldiers clambering from a Trojan horse. Lambda is like a page of locusts when it erupts, a swarm of hornets, an exponential growth of numbers. Basically, not only can you transfer your genetics to a different organism, you can multiply your genetics, because the bacteriophage just starts recreating more of its aspects of self inside of the hosted organism. And then the organism explodes and the more bacteriophage and find its next shit. It's telling you that after death, this bacteriophage, the ones within the stomach, the E. coli ones, the healthy ones, activate after death. And if it goes into the lysogenic, the lysis aspect, it's an activation. It can create something that is similar to a wormhole. Okay? No, I know that just went far left. You're like, what's going to happen? A wormhole. And what's a wormhole? A wormhole is a bridge in between space-time. This is the shit. And a bridge between space-time means, a bridge just means you cross. I see your ass at the crossroads where you don't get lonely. You cross over. Now, let's go deeper into this shit. Do y'all want to hear the actual, if you want to hear the person that wrote this book that I'm reading from, everybody double tap the screen. If y'all want to hear, I could go to the video. But I'm reading the book. She did one lecture. Everybody double tap the motherfucking screen and share this shit. If y'all want this to go to the next level, twin, get lit in this itch on bro now. Don't let these niggas in the club get more lit than us. Show them that the nerds and the lit, because we the real lit, because we the reason why they lit. Cause we teaching them how to be lit. Don't let us be the boring ones, because we ain't here reading books and shit. We all got glasses on and shit. Take those glasses off and get lit, bitch. On bro now, somebody pop a bottle. No, don't pop no bottle. I don't drink at all. Home bro, I just don't drink. I ain't gonna. But all right, anyways. Get lit in this bitch, twin. On bro now, double tap the screen. Get lit. I see you, Chris. I appreciate you. I see you, Magnificent. I see you, Moniece. I see you. Get lit in this ish then. On bro, I see you be bossed up. I see you, G. And then anybody who really want to support this shit to the next level, if you really want to take this and you want to do something for the community, 360 The Alchemist on Cash App. Leave your email in the Cash App notes. Y'all got access to all this knowledge. Go to the link in the bio. Every book, every screenshot, all of this is documented. This is called a 360 pack. All the books, the screenshots, the page numbers, the documents are all organized in chapters, blah, 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 for you to have acquisition to this knowledge. All right? So it's not like I didn't just throw this shit together, like it's actually put together. So y'all can, I'm not just going to be reading to y'all. Somebody got to get these 360 packs to win. Make sure y'all get y'all book, get your documents, get your screenshots. I'm not here to preach to you. Bro, I'm not a preacher. We're teachers. Bro, no, I don't just in the Lord say it. Bro, no, fuck that. What'd he say? I want to see the shit. Bro, I'm checking phones. Bro, what'd he say? Bro, let me hear. Why I ain't hearing it? Bro, why you only nigga hearing it? No, fuck that. I'm one of them. Bro, I'm one of them. I want to hear that shit too. I want some too. Bro, I ain't gonna watch somebody else just get. I'm not gonna live vicariously through somebody else. Bro, that's like watching porn, twin. I don't watch that shit, twin. Bro, I'd rather do the fucking. Bro, now I'm about to watch somebody else. Bro, no. I'm not gonna watch somebody else give fuck. I'd rather do the fucking around here. Bro, no. This big dog over here. All right, my bad, y'all. My bad. Anyways, let's keep on going. Judy K. King, bring your ass up to the front. Judy K. King, bring your ass up to the front, twin. Bro, then who be? Bro, then bring your ass up, G. Let's do this knowledge shit. Bro, then bring your ass up to the front. Let's do this knowledge shit, twin. Show these people. Let's give the people what they want, twin. Bro, no, give the people what they want. Let's go. Now, this lecture is very powerful. It's only an hour, and that's all we needed. We're going to go right into it.
Virus. It's ancient. Microbial cloud around could very well be manganese, because manganese is pink. Time with this virus is there's two major genetics in our behavior. Example is that the pharaohs invented baseball to describe lambda's genetic switch.
Bro, there you go right
Is
there. Listen to this one
explaining
more time.
is that the viral DNA modulates our mind, which is connected to our brain, and its evolutionary message is reflected in our behavior. Okay, so if this is so, a good example is that the pharaohs invented baseball to describe lambda's genetic switch between.
The pharaohs created baseball to explain phage lambda genetic switch. And if you look through our culture, baseball is America's pastime. That make this shit over here. On bro now. That make this shit over here. Period. The pharaohs created baseball to explain genetic switch. Where is baseball a pastime at? Here. What did you grow up singing? Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the. I don't care if I don't ever come back. Root, root, root for the home team. Come back from where? Could have been an aspect of this genetic transfer. Could have been one of those perspectives. Come back, root, root, root for the home team. Is it about your genetics going back to the native state? Remember, the whole purpose of this is that you like, well, why would I do this? I love Earth and woo, woo. That's cool. Love the Earth. Do your thing, twin. But understand that we are experiencing Earth on a 2% genetics. We have 98% of junk DNA. We are nowhere near your phone on 2%. You panicking. So, but for some reason, our genetic proteins that give the codes, the instructions of what the cell to do is at a 2% potential right now. So this transferring of genetics is about a different aspect of something, a whole different perspective of something. Get your shit together, twin.
Units of linked genes. So the pharaoh had a ball throwing right, and he'd throw to the four directions. He had the bull goddess was very important, like the bullpen. But what you have here is a baseball field, and home plate is at the bottom by the catcher's box, and then we have first base, second, and third base. So what was happening in lambda's genetic switch, and this goes on all the time with this virus, is there's two major proteins and they're battling it out. And they each have a team of proteins that they work with. So the proteins are fighting to get to home plate. Now, if we look at this, I want to call the big protein Goliath and the little guy David. Now, Goliath is big because he has 236 amino acids. David is small because he only has 66. Once again, that 66 is a very interesting number, and we find it 666 as the mark of the beast in Revelation. The way that Goliath makes it to its native state, and what a protein native state is, by the way, is where the protein becomes functional and it assembles itself. So Goliath folds, it runs from first base to second base to third gene base, and then it slides or folds into its native state. On the other hand, David folds in reverse from third to second to first, and then it slides into its native state. The problem is that Goliath, both proteins are after the first base gene seat, and Goliath is closest to it. Now, this is very, very simplified explanation of a genetic switch. So, David needs to be turned on so he can beat Goliath. And what turns on David is several things, but the one I'm going to talk about is it's the DNA from human junk DNA. And it's a special protein called reverse transcriptase. In that 98% of our junk DNA, 15% is reverse transcriptase. And what that does is help David transcribe in reverse.
Now, everything, all right, so look, phage lambdas transfer genetics, okay? But the phage lambda An aspect of it is inactive. How she explaining it is metaphysical. It's inactive. You trying to activate the David state of your genetics. Of the bacteriophage is trying to activate the David state of his genetics. However, it doesn't have the right code to do it. Guess who holds the code? Remember, bacteriophage is separate from you. You have bacteriophage within you. They attach to specific organisms. If it attaches to one of your human cells, it can transfer a part of your DNA code. Guess what part of the DNA it takes from you? Your junk DNA. And in your junk DNA, you have what? Reverse transcriptase. 15% are reverse transcriptase. And what do? They reverse a part of the code that's not being utilized anymore. Once that part is reversed, an aspect of the genetics creates in the bacteriophage, an aspect of the genetics, it starts to cooperate with another part that's already active and creates a quantum wormhole. Your junk DNA is the code to it. You hold the keys inside of your junk DNA. The bacteriophage needs you. That's why it looks like pyramids. That's why they mummify people. That's why all this deeper aspect. Because after you die, your bacteriophage is activated. It attaches to your E. coli, which your DNA holds your consciousness. If it activates the lysis phase through the activation of your whatchamacallit, it creates the wormhole aspect, which is a bridge in space-time. What's so right? She says it mirrors
so that it takes the native state. When that happens, both proteins cooperate. And what you have is a DNA wormhole, a microscopic DNA wormhole, because Goliath folds like a black hole. And so that would be the top section. And David folds like a white hole, which would be the bottom. And a black hole connected to a white hole is an Einstein-Rosen bridge. So what we have is biology and physics, two different systems with two viral proteins mimicking the dynamics of an Einstein-Rosen bridge, but it's actually a DNA wormhole. Now on your right, below Goliath, is a sample of sort of a black hole protein folding funnel, and that's how Goliath folds.
A lot of people get this gnosis and say, so what do I do? What you already did it. You climbed the knowledge. That's why knowledge is so important, because that's your instructions. It's energy. You like, what I got to do? You did it. You got the instructions. Your genetics is online right now. Like, hold on, wait, what we're supposed to do is listening. Remember, I'm just speaking energy. Your DNA is just holding energy. It holds photon light. I'm just spreading light. And that's just the light is what? You can't have light without darkness. So you taking shit out of the mystery system, the occult, out of the darkness and putting it into the light. Your DNA stores that light. It stores this information. It stores this energy. So it was always about the acclamation of the knowledge. Here's the deeper part. They told it in story form. Here's the deeper part. If you accepted the story, then you probably some of these solar code people probably activated that shit just by the acceptance of the story. The Osirian rituals and the dead right rituals, the ones that really tap into that shit, since the story is a metaphysical principle of a quantum scale of genetic transfer of bacteriophage, then you still getting the full story. You still representing that original aspect. It doesn't matter. Even if it's the whoop-de-woo, it's still what it is. You just change the name of it. This is why when you tap into your unconscious, what this means is a lot of y'all received your afterlife eschatology when you watch the movie. Because these movies, this art, this music, the dancing, so a lot of y'all unlocked y'all code when you danced. Because it's all just energy representing a big story, one story, a dance. And that dance is about this dance with us in the universe. That dance is us masculine, feminine, the dance of duality, the dance of day and night, the dance of nature, the dance of the hunter and the hunted, the dance of the prey and the predator, the dance of every fucking thing. Everything just dancing in this beach. It's all on a rhythmic vibration. That's why in 360 pack number 11, I told your ass that the 7.23 centimeter wavelength vibration, which is the average wavelength vibration of every star in the atom, is also the exact average distance in between your eyes from pupil to pupil. The exact average distance in between your palm from palm to shiny fucking palm, and in between your nose and your chin. Test it right now. Put your palm in between your nose and chin and look at the remarkable synchronization. It's a synchronized aspect. You're connected to the universe. All right, bro. Now, so when we study the universe, and this all goes back to what? What did the books all say? Know thyself. When you know thyself, and we talking about knowing the higher self, you start seeing your connection within the cosmos, your connection within the universe. So that's it.
And we could just simply move that up to the top cone. Whereas David folds like a volcano. It spits out. So that would be the bottom section. So what you have here is the volcano spitting out the particles that bind. Now this acts like reflection, and it happens along the axis of a black hole. And I know that gets complicated.
So the most important part is, and I'm probably going on a side mission after that because I'm not a biologist, and that's why I created the 360 pack, and put the book in there. At some point, y'all gonna have to read some of this for yourselves, and then I actually put that lecture in this lecture she talking. I put that in the 360 pack as well. We reading from the Road to Orion. When we start talking about these different perspectives of bacteriophage, and remember, we've been up here for like an hour and a half before we even got to that part. We had to teach about the 7 stars origination. Why did we teach about the 7 stars? Because that was your first funerary codes, the 7-star system of Ursa Major. So if it was your first funerary code and the bacteriophage is life after death, then this is a funerary code as well. The solar code was a funerary code in the first star system because everybody was focused, your ancients was focused on what? Life after death. Transformation, transformative aspects, understanding the deeper perspectives of the death nature. Very significant in our science. Ain't that crazy? But anyways, to go on a side mission, even when we start talking about the 7-star system, you hear a lot of today of the demonization of draconian energy. And when we start talking about the demonization of the draconian energy, you know, this 7-star system known to the Egyptians as the imperishable stars, so be called because they do not set but revolve counterclockwise during the whole of the night. The earliest code, the earlier funerary codes as the first and third dynasties of the Egyptians was what? A star code. That's funny because that 7-star code is in its draconian form. The draconian energy is a representation of the 7-star code. Matter of fact, when we start going into the deeper aspects of the knowledge, it says what? The solar code with this in ancient Egypt, long before monumental times, continual intercanine conflicts resulted from these two great divisions: the draconian or Typhonian worship of the feminine principle, and the Osirian or the Ammonite supporters of male supremacy. So it's very important to realize that the Draconians and the Typhonians are the worshippers of the feminine principle. And why? Because the Draconians are connected to what? The 7-star system. And the 7-star system is connected to what? The cult of the mother goddess of the 7 stars. So the Draconian code is a code of the mother goddess of the 7 stars. Who deceives Eve in the motherfucking garden? A serpent. What does Draco mean? Nominative, Draco, huge serpent. Where is the biggest serpent mound effigy built? In America. On Brono, in America. The biggest effigy of a serpent mouth is found where? What's your Kundalini fire? What is your Kundalini fire? It's a serpent. What is the aspect of all your deeper note? Where did all this shit come from? Now, so what we saying is, what we saying is your Kundalini energy is a representation of a serpentine energy, which is a representation of all of the shit everybody talk about, Kundalini, chakras, all of that. And here is where they built the biggest serpent mound. And Draco, the first system ever was a 7-star system, and it was called Draconian. And Draco means huge serpent. And the hugest serpent mound was built in Ohio, in this world. The mound is the largest serpent effigy known in the world. Look how perfect it was built. I mean, it's built perfectly. They really did that. So your mound builders understood the divine connection to the serpent. Why today do we walk around and we say draconian? Make it make sense. They don't. Because we don't question shit. We just copy. We don't question. We copy. We have to start being divine with our connections. We can't just copy what the first person said. Everybody else demonized the serpent before you. If you're in a golden age, stop demonizing the fucking serpent. Stop demonizing the draconian energy. Stop demonizing the shit that's going to make you aware of the metaphysical state around you. We have to transcend just the physical aspects of this realm and the shit we see with our physical eye. We have to become this energy. The serpent consumes things whole. It becomes one with it. I said the serpent consumes things whole. It becomes one with it. In 360 pack number 11, I talk about the vibration, and that vibration, which is the 7.23 wavelength of every star and atom, is also the same vibration of the kundalini that is sitting at the base of the spine. And the serpent does what? It swallows things whole. So when you are practicing an aspect of your kundalini energy, you are no longer asking questions about the knowledge. You are no longer whoop-de-woo. You have became the knowledge. You have consumed it. You have became one with it. So if you are not in tune with your serpentine energy, then you'll always stand outside of the knowledge. Oh, bro, now you got to consume this shit. You got to become the knowledge. The serpent becomes the prey. It don't look at it, don't bite it into pieces, it don't dissect it, it digests it fully. Your ancestors understood that. Remember, your first gods are your first language. Your first gods are just signs and symbols. They're just languages. Your first speaking is just the language of the gods. They used the serpent to understand this. This represented that. Your first language was God talk. That's why they say the first thing was the word. But now we're going back 200, 300,000 years ago. Now we're tapping into the divine unconscious. So let me chill. All right, let's take it down a notch. All right. Remember that, twin. That's why the serpent deceives Eve. Because the woman is the intuitive nature of our existence. She brought you into this world whole. She spit you out like a snake. Oh, bro, I'm just saying. That's divine feminine. Kundalini. And it's funny that on the United States, you're having a surging of what? This divine feminine energy. You're having a surging of people coming up here and having these conversations because you're sitting on the divine feminine. You're sitting on the goddess. The serpent mouse. The Kundalini is a divine feminine aspect. When you refer to it in the tantric text of Kundalini, you always say she. She, her, the fire snake. Funny. I'm just saying to him. All right. So this is going to help you when you accept the serpent as an aspect of divine intuition. It's going to help you tap into this energy more. Now, on to the next thing. Not only is the serpent mouth built here that represents an aspect of Draco, and that's why everybody on here is demonizing the Draconian. Because Draconian means the fire serpent. But the fire serpent is connected to what? The fire serpent, the Draconian, is connected to what? Draconian is connected to what? The divine feminine. And the divine feminine were demonized by what? The solar coat. And you live in what today? A solar coat. Everything is connected on a 360. This is the collective consciousness. That's why you just say shit. You don't even know why you saying it. Niggas don't even have knowledge of the stars. Because you know when they don't got knowledge of the stars because they only worried about the world around them. You only see the world around you. You don't look in the sky. You don't look underneath you. You don't bro them. But the ancients understood the metaphysical principles of above and underneath. That's why the cross is really just the crossroads and represents the cardinal directions and represents the underworld and all those other different aspects. That's the only way you get your knowledge. Bro, now. I'm telling you, twin. That's why we do this shit like this. All right? Now, that's why we could connect. That's why we're on our 5th book in this lecture, and they're all connected. We just connected all these different documents. And this is 360. This is all we do is connect books and documents. Where do you think all of it? Because it's the serpent. Everything is whole. We put the serpent on our shit. That's the Ouroboros. That's why all these documents are cross-referencing. Yet none of them are talking about the same shit. One book is about Set. One book is about the feminine cults. One book is about science. One book is about the solar cult's eschatology. Come on, bro. And one book is about bacteriophage. All this shit connected. Why do you think that is, twin? Because this is a Base the principles of real love. Real love is based on true connectedness. You practicing your heart. Your heart is a pulse. When you follow your heart is a pulsation. This world is a vibration. It's a pulsation. So when you follow your heart, you follow everything. Everything is connected. That's why your ancestors connected the stars. They connected the astronomical evaluate. Everything's connected to create full pictures. And the pictures create the story. So everything is what? Divinely connected. So with that being said, not only do we have the aspect, they say twin, not only do we have the aspect of the largest serpent mound representing, and Draco literally means huge serpent. So we sitting on Draco land like a motherfucker. That's why the 7-star system is connected to the mother bear. Everybody love the mama bear. Bear's over here. The 7-star system is the mother bear. The bear over here. The Cubs. I'm from Illinois. The Cubs. Go Cubs. On Bruno. Go to Chicago Bears. Y'all know what time it is. On Bruno. I don't care if we only won 2 games. On Bruno. I don't give a fuck. That's you ride this when you fuck with the guys and them, you ride it out to the end. On Bruno, every year we ride it out. We've been losing forever. We don't even give a fuck. I know we gonna lose. I don't even say what time we play. I say what time we lose it today. Oh, bro, and still watch that shit. Oh, bro, and still watch that shit with all my heart. But anyways, we just talking shit right now. On a deeper level, it also says, speaking of sports, and all sports are created on a cultic level. So watching that shit is occultic. Basketball is occultic. Baseball is occultic because in this lecture, Judy K. King says what?
I'm going to stop here. Of an Einstein. So explaining is that the lambda's genetics. Okay, so if this is so, a good example is that the pharaohs invented baseball to describe lambda's genetic switch between.
Bingo. The pharaohs created baseball to explain genetic phage lambda genetic switch. Phage lambda is the activation of your phage, your bacteria phage within your E. coli that creates some wormhole within you. We're going to say it like that. If you missed this lecture, get the 360 packs. All that shit is there. I'm rolling. But on a deeper level, we play baseball where? Here. Baseball is America's pastime. A wormhole is about creating a space-time, a bridge in space-time, and that would take you somewhere else in the space. Every man and woman is a star. So you have actually a native state of your existence. Your genetics, which is 98% junk DNA of unactivated viruses, has basically locked the door on the potentiality of reaching that aspect. Hence why no matter how grand and national we think we get on this earth, we all pass the fuck away. We out this beach. We checking out. Everybody checking out this hotel. Ain't that up? It's no matter who you is, no matter what you say, what you do, you checking out. No, bro, no. Unless you into some deep ass occultism. And that's on you. I've read Living Forever on This Earth occultism and the instructions that's needed. And I'm just not willing to do that shit. On bro, I'm like, that shit ain't for me. I've seen it. I've read it. On bro, I've been telling y'all to get that library of my yacht. You telling these niggas, get that library of my yacht to it, be reading these books to it. They be them Far East Tantra, left Indian Tantric cults of the Swasinis and shit. Oh, they into some crazy shit. You got some gods among Earth, but you'll never hear about them because they have completely alleviated their egos. And I guarantee you they ain't around nobody. You don't know these things. Trust me. No, probably no family, none of that shit. You got to give up everything. So if you're looking at your family like, I want to be here forever, who would want that, first of all? Because then they going to still pass away. You going to be here stuck. You've been lost 18 families. Fuck that. Bro, that's too much lost. You on your 18th family. Oh, bro, you bogus as hell, twin. You know everything. You treated niggas and shit. No, that ain't cool, twin. Oh, bro, pass away with us, twin. Oh, bro, pass away with us. Lay your ass down. No, lay your ass down. Oh, bro, there you go. Oh, bro, now take a deep breath. Now get your ass to the death. Oh, this way. No, this way. But no, how I'm treated death right now, this is a representation. It has to be a representation of us ushering in the golden age. Because once we really start to crack the code of this illusion, it's all just energy. And if it's all just energy, then your birth never happened and your death never happened. It was just energy. So you start to transcend all this shit. But these codes that we are receiving right now are the first foundational principles of us transcending. We have to know thyself, the higher self. On bro, we got to know our higher selves. We have to see this from a different light. That's why I can come up here and just joke about death and shit and just play that game. On bro, now you got to. You damn near have to. Because for the longest, or you're gonna be like everybody else. This is a tragedy. Gone too soon. On bro, now gone from what? On bro, they're the 2% of genetics we using. Gone from what? Good. Because we don't have a life after death eschatology, so all we have is life. So death is just fucking frightening. So we doing anything to hold on to this bitch, not realizing the universe telling you to let this bitch go. Like, let go. It's smacking your hands. You know, they let it go with the damn cliff. You holding on, suffering. They like, let your ass go. Let it go. Let it flow, baby. On bro now. You feel me? This is some real shit, twin. Because your ancestors based their shit on life after death. How the fuck you gonna get life after death if you don't die? On bro now. You can't even tap into this shit. So why am I saying all of this? Because if we learn to die our best deaths, then there's an opportunity for us to live our best lives. We going backwards. We went backwards in this speech. Let me say this crazy shit one more time for the niggas in the back. On bro now, you can put the shit in quotation of 360 the alchemist, motherfucker. On bro now. When we start understanding how to die our best death, then we'll live our best lives. You feel what I'm saying? On bro now. Because once we look at this from a different light, then what the fuck is you scared of in your real life? What's gonna stop you? What's gonna really bro, we just told you got bacteriophage within you that are pyramid shaped with isocohedral properties that look exactly like a pyramid with 6 base metals, 3 of those that create magnetic fields and a life after death genetic transfer. What the fuck can anybody tell you in life? Nothing. These niggas can't tell you shit because we're talking about your bacteriophage, your DNA, your consciousness, not the chosen one, not this nigga across the street. We talking about your ass, your bacteriophage that outnumber your human cells that are already existent within you. Nobody else. We're not talking about nobody else, the chosen ones, none of that shit. When we talking about us today. On bro now. All your life, you got to hear about all these mythical figures that had all this power outside of thyself, not understanding that every time a nigga talked about these powers with these mystical figures, it was a human telling you this shit. If every time you come into my crib and something missing, there's a strong possibility that your ass is the one that's stealing. So if every time I hear about a goddess or a goddess through your fucking lips, then who's the goddess or the god? Now you understand why they say, man, God was made in man's image, man was made in God's image. We made the gods to express energy. Our energy. Our infinite energy. That could not be comprehended on a state of, hey, let me just tell you like this. Come on, bro. We the goddesses. We the gods. They be like, prove it. Like, make this move. No, you locked out from that shit. You locked out from that aspect because we ain't been saying this shit long enough. We ain't did it long enough. And you're a living human. You're a god in a container. And a container contains the energy. So you're not able to amplify and utilize your energy on the next level. Only on a mental, socialized, on a mental, spiritual, astral plane can you activate that energy. A true magician is the only one that proves that shit. And if it's a true magician, he would never prove it to you because he would. The only one a magician cannot be a magician and prove that to you because that would denote an aspect of the ego. And a true magician, in order to manipulate the motherfucking universe, has to tap out of the ego. He has nothing to prove to you. They can't show you. A nigga's trying to be in front of you. Look, I'm a magician. They're not magicians. A real magician. That's why this shit is called occultism, hidden knowledge. It's a secret. Shh, shut your ass up. Motherfucker trying to prove to you, that's ego. And then the ego is a character, and the character is dense. And the density is going to take you away from that subtle vibration of controlling the universe around you. You can't prove this shit to nobody, but to your damn self. And then on a deeper level, why are you trying to prove this to somebody else? That shit don't even make sense to me, twin. Bro, now. That's why this is why I read the books and then I give you access to this shit. I have nothing to prove to you. Read this shit your damn self. On bro now. Read this shit your damn self, twin. And then, hey, read this yourself and come up with your own conclusion. And then get on your own live. But do you think I'm going to come up on your shit and disagree with you? I will not. I will respect your shit. All right, damn, bro. Even if I disagree, I'm going to say, shit, you doing this thing, whatever, bro. But at the end of the day, it's about know thyself. Have you dug in to your own comprehension of this knowledge? That's why in this class, we teach you 360 pack number 7 about what? We teach you about the significance of synchronicities. One may only gain access to the cosmic web through the world of synchronization that implicates the Abronium setting on the universal scale of metaphysics. Look no further than the Abronium emblem that has a remarkable synchronicity referring to the serpent, the spider, and the number 256. Well, you already talked about the serpent. We on the Ohio biggest serpent. This was written back in last year. This 360 pack number 7. We just talking about the serpent mound in 360 pack number 12. We did it about a month or two ago, but you know what I mean. But anyways, synchronicities. The universe reveals itself through synchronicity. It orchestrates the events. People, and environment, and lining them up so that you are exactly where you need to be. Synchronicity takes place like a coded message that transmits a divine message or coded sign back to you, indicating that you are in alignment or on what? The right path. So, why is this so important? Because nobody can tell you what your synchronicities is. That's your life. You got access to your own cosmic web through your synchronization. Because how do you make a web? You make a web through patterns. What is synchronicities? Appreciation and awareness of the patterns around you and the occurrence of your life through the numbers, through the words, through the stories, through the experience. So your synchronicities are just patterns, and your patterns are just your alignment. And this universe has some aspect of alignment to your divine connection within it. So to pay attention to the experience of synchronicity, as above, so below, you are paying attention. You a star, you on an orbit. You paying attention to your orbit. You paying attention to your pattern on the dream, the cycles, the ciphers, the things that repeat itself over and over again. It's just a divine science within self. So if you want to understand the deeper aspects of your life, you have to pay attention to what? Your synchronicities, your alignment, your divine alignment within the web. I can give you an example of our synchronicities. For example, if I say on babies, on brother, on the brothers, those are all OBs. The OBs are on the left-hand side of the serpent. When I made this sign 2 years ago, look at the bottom, I put the OB on the left-hand side of the serpent. The OB represents the blood flow, the serpent flow, the water flow of the mother. The OB is next to a red serpent, a mother. Mayat means mother. The OB represents the water flow, the blood flow, the serpent flow, the mothers of the Pythoness, the feminine origin of the priesthood. The OB on the left-hand side of the serpent, the OB on the left-hand side of the serpent. You may only gain access to the cosmic web through the world of what? Synchronicity. On babies, on brother, on the brethren. Say to him. Shit, hey, on bro, now, that's a synchronicity. Those are patterns. Those are divine alignments. So when I was saying on babies, on brother, on the brethren, you feel me? And people was coming in like, damn, what that shit mean? What? There you go. It was synchronizing with a more ancient aspect of our science. You feel what I'm saying? That was me gaining access to the cosmic web of synchronization, because your life is just patterns. Time is just a pattern, repeating itself over and over again. You are starting to become aware of the matrix that you are in. How can you transcend the matrix if you do not understand the matrix? You don't even know you standing in the pattern. You don't even know you in the code. You have to start realizing the code. Hey, yesterday I was watching YouTube. This nigga in the Matrix game was going up to people in the NPCs and asking them, do you know that you an NPC? The shit was crazy. They was like responding, no, I'm not. I'm a real person. Oh, bro, they're the same shit we do up here. Even though the etymology of real, the etymology of person is mask, the etymology of real is property. The property of a mask. Oops, that's in 360 pack number 8, Dream Space in Our Mind. But anyways, y'all, make sure y'all get y'all 360 packs. Any questions? That means coincidence is not real. Exactly. It's all synchronicities. Anybody who says coincidence, that's an aspect of tapping out. They only looking at their world through sections and patterns. Their ego is too much attached. It separates everything. On bro them, our true universal love attaches everything together. On bro them. They not attached enough yet. They too fucking scientific. Oh, it's a coincidence. On bro now. It's a coincidence. They're not breathing that spirit shit. On bro, you gotta breathe that synchronicity shit. You have to see the alignment within the web. It's all synchronized. It's all aligned. All right, bro. Now, make sure, hey, everybody, make sure you get your 360 packs. Twin 360 The Alchemist on Cash App. Leave your email in the Cash App notes when you get it. Go to the link in the bio. Get y'all books. Get your documents. Get everything. Bro, we got over 500 books of occultism. We give out name reads as well. Anybody who pledge over $25, you get all 12 360 packs, plus you get a full name read. So make sure you leave your email and your full name in the Cash App notes if you pledge. It's $5 a 360 pack. This was from 360 pack number 7. This is how we support the school, do all of that. I appreciate all of y'all for being here. Do we have any questions before I get up out of here? Because no cap, y'all. I've been up here for 2 hours and 10 minutes. Yeah, I already been up here for 2 hours. So, brother, any questions before we slide up out of here? Any questions, my friend? So, brother, this your chance. This your chance, twin. Don't come into my inbox later. Oh, brother, to myself, bro. Appreciate the gifts. I appreciate you, Jig. Oh, brother, appreciate all the gifts, all the love, all of that, all of the monetary claims go towards the school, help and support this. We almost on our second year. So I appreciate everybody getting the documents, the books, keeping this shit running. If it wasn't for y'all gonna help the next individuals get this knowledge. And that's always significant in the aspect of this science because we are not funded by the government. Bro, now this shit don't just make itself. Y'all making this shit happen. So make sure y'all support this. Get your 360 packs. You know what I'm saying? Get your books. Go to the link in the bio. Figure out how you can get involved with this as well. Don't just stand outside of this shit and wait till it pop. And then you be like, I was in the class. No, go further. Bro, no, pull the email out. Like, bro, I was watching this shit when it was whoop-de-whoop. Be the first for once. Bro, now. You remember when that crypto shit popped off? Wasn't we all salty? Like, damn, ain't nobody tell me shit. I'm tired of that shit, bro. Now, you each, I wish I would have known. They crypto went up 70,000. If you missed it, you would have been rich. Oh, bitch, bro, now. Tired of that shit, twin. Don't let this shit be like that, twin. And bro, them in 100 years, everybody saying, on bro, them, on bro, them, on babies, on bro, them, on brothers. They say twin, and your ass gonna be sitting there in the rocket chair looking bitter and shit. Man, fuck 360 on bro, them, cause you ain't get your 360 packs. On bro, them, you look like just another. Go on bro, them. Make sure you get your 360 packs, twin. On bro, them, get lit with us now. On bro, them, don't do us like Mike Jones. Don't treat us like Mike Jones. You know what I'm saying? Back then, didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all up on me. Don't Mike Jones me. On bro, them, cause I'll put that number up. 330-04-665-674. I don't know the number. Hit Mike Jones up on the low because Mike Jones about to blow. Ooh. That shit was a classic. Oh, bro, he was a genius marketer. All right, on bro now. Anyways, on some real shit though, twin, the whole aspect is big love to everybody. Make sure you're paying attention to your synchronicities and everything within your life that means something to you because that's all we have. I mean, it's about your approach to this science. Bro, now, what you gonna do with this shit? We all our lives, we gotta hear about what everybody else did with it. It's your turn now. Bro, now, it's your turn now, twin. All our lives, G, they been made somebody else. Bro, now, we gotta think about somebody else.